And just as you feared, the worst happens. He put a gun to your head.
Live in real time, y'all.
You damn near pissing on yourself. You thinking about the children that you got at home. She had 4 of them. Begging for her life. Who does that? So obviously the nigga was mad because she didn't make a lot of money driving the Uber. She gave what she had and he killed her. He shot her in the head.
Okay.
So my point is this, y'all. Black males have no regard for life. The majority of them, I didn't say all of them, the majority of them, I feel, have no regard for human life. Now, he looked like one of those gremlins with the motherfucking braids coming out his head, looking like some creature from Predator. You got these places like New Orleans, Chicago, Detroit, Brooklyn, the Bronx, wherever you go. Little Rock, Arkansas. I mean, you can't escape these niggas. They're everywhere.
I can't believe she
and
said
now the boy
Arkansas.
has broken out on social media, and we know for a fact how they feel about us.
Arkansas.
They are shooting Becky now.
Hello, watcher.
They don't give a fuck about your white skin. Let's get that clear right now. These are demons from hell. They are getting orders from Satan to attack the divine mother and her kind. When I say her kind, I mean women. We all know that black women are the original blueprint. But when I say women, I mean women of all races. This nigga did not give a fuck. Now, if that would have been a woman, if a woman would have stepped in her car, put a gun to her head, and she would have said, please, please, I got 4 kids. I ain't got no money. Take whatever. You can search my pockets. Please let me go. My kids are waiting at home for me. A woman would have let her go. This is the difference between men and women. A woman would have never done that to you. I don't give a fuck if she had mental illness. A woman, as soon as you say, I got 4 kids, they waiting at home, please. I'm driving this Uber because I gotta make a living for my kids. Please, I'm all my kids got. A woman would have let you go. Not a man. Now we must admit there is something sinister about male creatures, particularly Ty Roach. He is the original blueprint of Lucifer. That's why he is leading the rest of the manosphere to hell with his 50-50 bullshit. And he even goes so far as to not protect women. So my thing is this. Are we getting to the point where we don't pick up men? Particularly black males? Because they crying, I can't catch a cab. Nobody wants to pick me up. Now, I've gotten this type of treatment as a black woman, where the driver doesn't want to pick me up because I'm black. So this shit is fucking, now you're fucking with my shit.
Are you sure? Is that reason?
Because the last time I checked, black women are not the ones running around like a bunch of animals shooting up everybody, killing mothers who have 4 children for their life. We're not doing that. That's nigger males. Let's get that straight right now.
Okay, who pissed you off?
So the fact that I got Middle Eastern, white, Indian, and these other races of cab drivers, while I was in New York City, this happened. They didn't want to drop me off. They didn't want to pick me up. I think that they look at the skin color instead of the gender.
Or
and
the
Tyrone
weight.
is laughing at us. He knows that we're not the ones doing all of this crazy crime and sticking up Uber drivers. That's Tyrone. But he will drag us down with them. Now, have you noticed with these nigger males, when they say black crime, you notice that Tyrone never corrects them? He never corrects people when they say black on black crime. Black men are working, busting their ass trying to get $1, and this nigga is running around robbing people to make an honest dollar. They're the ones doing the majority. I didn't say all.
Woo, Tyrone and pissed her off, y'all.
Of the crime.
I wonder which
the
one this
most
time.
I've seen black girls do with my own 2 eyes is when I was living at 1 Avenue in Brooklyn, and I seen a bunch of teenage girls hop out of the Uber without paying, giggling. And the Uber man, I'm sitting there watching this now, standing in front of my building, and the Uber man is chasing them up the street. That's the most you're gonna get out of us. But this nigga called Tyrone, he take your life. Imagine getting shot in the head. Imagine knowing that you got 4 children, and she looked young too. She looked like she wasn't even 35 yet. You got 4 children at home, and this nigga got a gun to your head, and he decides whether you live or die, and you begging, you crying, you got boogers coming out your nose. Please, please, my 4 children need me. It's like they take glory in taking away life. That's what I'm picking up. And nobody at this point in time can tell me that black man is not the devil. So all that talk that they talk, the black man is God, 5%er. I don't want to hear shit. I know exactly who you are. You're full of ego, which separates you from God. You're full of testosterone, which makes you dangerous and violent. It affects the part of your brain that is responsible for judgment. He took her life. Does that not bother y'all? Like, am I the only one that tears my soul apart? And the children are at home playing, waiting on mommy to come. Mommy's never gonna come home. She's never gonna come home because this nigga decided to play God. And this is what I think that's what this is really is all about. This is all about playing God.
She needs to stop acting like she cares about children.
Birth, so they're disconnected.
Or anybody for that matter.
Right there. So they have no empathy for life. It means nothing to them to take away a life like it's nothing. It doesn't mean anything. And this is what separates men from women. Are we getting to the point where we don't pick men up? I'm asking you. Is it getting that funky with these male creatures? Particularly Tyrone.
Are we backtracking here?
Now, I know they got laws in place.
Thought you were done with men.
Prevent you from not picking these niggas up. So, I'm asking you, what can be done about this nigger called Tyrone? Because some of y'all are doing this shit. Some of y'all are Uber drivers. You doing the DoorDash. You doing the Uber. You doing the Lyft. But when does it end? Let's say you doing Uber Eats, Instacart, DoorDash. You drop off the food. You open up the door, and the nigga got a gun to you. Give me your money. I know you made a lot of money today, bitch. Give it up. Give it up, ho. Give me my groceries and give me whatever you got on you. He could get one of his friends to do that. Answer the door, stick you up, take all your money that you made. And then if the cops track down the crime to your house, you could say, oh, that must have been a friend of mine. He brought somebody with him that I don't know. You know, he brought a few people with him. They hung out. I don't know these people, but yeah, they was in my house. I didn't know they did that. And he could talk, and the person totally gets away with it. So this is getting really, you know, I'm at the point where I think women should not pick up male passengers.
I was rearranging my phone, so I didn't quite hear what she said, but you're not gonna rob an Uber driver because all that is on an app, the money transaction. So there's no money on the Uber driver to steal unless it's their own. And as far as picking who you want to pick up, you have that choice. If you see somebody that you don't want to pick up because you I mean, and they're not only can you rate the Uber driver, but the Uber driver can rate the passenger. And they see you got a bad rating, they don't have to pick you up. So what is she talking about?
Because they're not getting no pussy. A lot of us are celibate. But Ty Roach is on a different level of depravity. Ty Roach will kill you for a few dollars. And at this point, it's not about robbing her. That was all about power, ego, feeling so full of that satanic energy to just take away your life. I think when they kill, it empowers them. It makes them feel like a woman, like they decide who lives and who dies. I'm at the, and you know, I reject it. That's why I'm having a hard time getting a tenant in here because the rooms for rent, those sites are full of men. Nobody wants to rent two men. I'm starting to notice that. And another thing I'm noticing, they put the price high to lure you in. When they have the word budget, the person puts the amount they're willing to pay you. Some of these motherfuckers put 1,000, 1,200, and you know this nigga ain't got no damn $1,200 every 30 days. But they put that there because they're desperate to get homeowners like myself to take them in.
Or they're letting you know how much they can afford. But of course, you'll put your own spin on it, and I would not be surprised if you end up having a male move in with you. I mean, you got them between your legs, might as well go ahead and put them in your house.
Because they don't have the money to buy a house or even afford a mortgage. Some of them have bad credits, they have felonies. So they go on these sites where people are trying to find a tenant and they put an exorbitant amount, like 1,200, 1,400, 1,000. They put those high numbers because nobody wants to rent to them. And I see them with the little braids sticking all around like they predator. I can't imagine having one of these niggas in my fucking house.
Or somebody who's renting a room like yourself, who might be in desperate need of money like yourself, and they decide, they might want to, you know, let's just say 2,000, right? And somebody says, they can afford 15. The person renting out the house might be desperate enough. They might say, okay, well, that person said 15. I'll go ahead because I need this money. It could be for that reason. It may not be what the homeowner wants, but that's the best they could find because nobody can afford that 2,000. But here's somebody saying I can afford 1,500.
Scary is that if it's time to pay rent and his entitled ass is giving me a sob story, and I better not
get an attitude.
Oh my goodness, Celestial Deans. There's a stalker in the top floor of my security building. He's obsessed with single mom. Isn't this her second stalker? I mean, how many times when one person be stalked? I think this is her second stalker claim in 2 weeks.
I better not say I'm gonna evict you because you don't got my rent money. That could mean my life. So I am very serious. When I just turned down a tenant. I just turned one down. A black male. I don't want to get into details because I don't like telling my business on YouTube because certain people like to make videos. Let's just say I did not want to rent to him. They give me the creeps. I just cannot see myself renting out to a creature who cannot control his eyes. Because if you can't control your eyes because I have a really big ass, you're not going to be able to control your hands or your penis. It's just you and me alone in this.
In other words, I can't have you living with me because I might get tempted again. That's what you're really saying.
House. And please don't think black women, and I'm talking to all you black women, particularly the ones who own houses. Please don't think that your tenant will not rape you. They don't give a fuck. They're satanic. When Satan gives them orders, they follow. Now, let's say that I was to be stupid and get a black male in here out of desperation to rent out my house. And this nigga raped me. He not only gonna rape me and
see, she's already getting her excuse ready.
Not give me my rent money. He gonna kill my ass. Leave my ass in this house. Pack up his shit and leave, and I'm just sitting here rotting. They'll only know that somebody's in here because there's a bad smell coming from the house. Because I don't get visitors like that. So my 2 cats would be, I don't know what the fuck they would do, but it would be a bad situation. So I am terrified of Ty Roach. I don't know what this dumbass bitch called.
Hey, Red Wing.
This delete is talking about, I love black males. You are fucking insane. I have been traumatized by these motherfuckers.
Actions speak louder than words, Crystal.
And the fact that I saw that news clip on my phone when I was just phone surfing, I could not believe this nigga did that. She begged for her life. 4 children, no mother. My phone lines are open.
2 children, no mother, yours.
I have to be very careful about how I move, who I fuck with, because some of these bitches are attached to their family members. And even if I get a like-minded black woman to rent out half of my house, she could have her man up in here, who's a naker. She could have her brother come visit her, and he see my big ass, and he wait till she gone, and he rape me. Now I got problems with my tenant because that's her brother. And even if she's divested, she's going to be loyal to her blood. So, black women, you need to understand, I cannot express to you. You have to envision the worst case scenario happening before you do something like rent out your house. You have to, and even if I rent out to a Becky's stupid. Becky likes niggers. Oh my God, yeah, that's my boyfriend. And I'm like, oh my God. I wish I could show my subscribers this bullshit. So I have to be very fucking careful. I got to rent to somebody that has a 0 tolerance policy with niggas. in particular. Somebody who doesn't trust men. And
oh, Red, that was you? Oh, I did not know. Hey, Brown and Beautiful. I did not know that was you with the $50 for 30 minutes.
and I have been bashed for my beliefs, but it never ends. How do you stop the fear? How do you stop the phobia? If every time you turn on the fucking, your phone, your television, somebody got killed at the hands of a male creature. How do you stop feeling like, oh my God, that could be me. Oh my God, I don't want to entertain men anymore. Oh my God, I can't go on a date because if I say no, he might try to rape me. And it happened to her. She got killed. She's a mother. So what makes me better than her?
Because she's not with her
That's the
children
question you
because
need
she
to
lost
ask
her
yourself.
life.
You're not special, sweetheart.
That's what makes her better. She's not with her children because she lost her life. I'm guessing this guy killed her. That's the difference.
That could have easily been one of you. So now we at the point, you're going to have a lot of women hiding in their houses with 2 cats, peeking out the window like I'm 75 years old instead of 48. Turning on my phone, closing my eyes, and saying, please don't let me see another life get taken because of a male creature. And before I could finish my sentence, boom, there it is.
Oh yeah, I saw your Red Wings.
Now,
Didn't
do
know
we
it was
call
you.
this mental illness? Is there a term?
Hey, Klingon.
And we're going to come up with some shit tonight, y'all. This is a very good live. Because we're going to crack a code.
Oh boy.
I want you to go into the comment section and tell me, I want you to name the term for fear of male creatures. Due to seeing constant news clips, television, news reports of murders, rapes, killings, I want you to tell me.
Well, I don't like it either, Klingon. I guess she's done casting spells and oils and whatnot because, I mean, she got them $8.88 and she ain't done another live about that shit since.
A name to describe what I'm feeling.
Yeah, hoop earrings.
I want you to type in Uber driver gets killed.
Oh, now check out this lying ass bitch
She
right
has 4
here.
children. Uber driver of 4 children get killed.
Trayvon Foxton.
Type that in and let me know what you come up with.
Your YouTube channel saved my life, Crystal.
Just
knowing
happened.
damn well that bitch still like black men.
Poor lady, man.
Which I say is fine, but y'all need to stop lying.
I'm not Becky's biggest fan, but
y'all need to
Becky
stop
is
lying.
a woman just like me. I don't that girl. I wanted to cry so bad.
Stop lying about the men you
for
like.
4 children.
That's all I'm saying.
And I know it's almost like it's an attack on the Divine Mother herself. That's what this feels like. Okay. Androphobia. What are male creatures called? Male phobia. That's a good name for it. Shit. Male phobia, a fear of fucking males. Okay? Because, girl, I'm at the point. I'm terrified of anybody that. I'm even scared of the little ones. Little Ty Roach is killing his mother now. We had one the other day. I did a live on it. He killed his 12-year-old sister. He's only 17 years old. He killed his 12-year-old sister and his fucking mother and her boyfriend. Triple homicide. Now we got one who killed a white woman. And she had 4 children and begged for her life. Becky is hustling. Becky is driving an Uber because Brad don't want to provide. That's why I said women everywhere. Some of y'all you get on me about this.
Hey, Lorraine.
Women everywhere need to stick together.
Now.
This is an attack on the divine mother.
Right now.
There's something wrong with male creatures that they don't respect human life. In particular, Tyrone. Tyrone kills for the fuck of it. Now, if that would have been Brad would have let her go, I think. All right? Brad is more humane than Tyrone. Tyrone is a monster, sweetheart.
Hey, Dan.
Tyrone don't give a fuck about your life. I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah, she crazy.
Raised in Queens, and I spent the majority of my life in Brooklyn. All right? I was in Queens between the ages of 4 and 16. But for the most part, the majority of my life, from birth to age 4, then from 21 years old to 42 years old, I was in Brooklyn. And they kill like it's nothing out there. I mean, you see so much killing, you get used to it.
Here we go again.
Oh, they go and post on the wall. You become desensitized.
Thank you for your likes, views, and emojis.
On Marcus Garvey Avenue. You don't think nothing of it? Okay, there's another one. But this is every week you see a few posters every week. Imagine seeing a few posters every week, and it's always a black male. They are disgusting. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Trayvon just lying her ass off in this chat tonight. I'm going to have to.
Thank you, Trevan Fox.
She lying too much tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I think we got somebody from my neck of the woods. Nico Suki girl, where you from, baby? Are you from Bed-Stuy? Are you from East Flatbush? Where are you from, sweetheart? Now, Trevan Foxton said a lot of men that were attracted to me felt entitled to me. The word no does not mean convince us. I'm not dating. I tapped out.
Oh, here we go. We got Empress Ari back here in the house too.
Just so they can have the opportunity to rape you.
This should be pretty good. We got the young, naive ones in the chat tonight.
And if you out here dating Tyrone, good luck, bitch. I'll see you on the side of a milk carton.
Trayvon is.
And then you got the good black men, right? We can't forget about Carlton, right? Carlton, the decent ones that don't do nothing and they just sit back and just shake their head. Like, not all of us is like that. And this is where it gets sticky and tricky. Because some of them actually will not do something like what I just described. But the fact that there are so many killings, it just makes you go, you know what? I'm not gonna take a chance.
Trayvon, one black man stalked me to my house. I have first-hand experience.
That be the one that be on the side of the milk carton.
Child, you lying off
that
your
be the
ass.
one that takes your life. I'm pretty sure that white lady thought that when she picked that roach. When she picked up that Ty Roach, she probably said, "Oh, now all black guys are bad." She picked them up and look what happened. Now, Chocolatine said, even if you leave them alone, they'll still come to you.
Possibly, Dan.
Now, we got this dude called Big Ward, the genius. I subscribe to his channel because A couple of the things that he said, he's actually dropping gems on some of these niggas. But he's still satanic. Because he said women are not the prize. He said, do not approach women. So he's still the devil, sweetheart. That's his ego talking. And then he did another video where he spoke about
you're saying to avoid men.
Door. When you open up the door for women, they don't say thank you. You know, and the comment section was disgusting. I was disgusted. The reason why women are not saying thank you is because when we say thank you, you follow us all around thinking that we like you just because you open up the door and we thank you. So this is good information. This is why I keep my ear to the street. I didn't know that scores of black women, the mammies, were not saying thank you when a nigga opened up the door. I didn't know that. How do I know that? Because I eavesdropped in the manosphere. So the mammies have been so terrorized by these niggas, they're scared to say thank you. So this is good news. You see how the streets come back and let me know what's going on? This is good news. They don't say thank you because what happens when they say thank you?
Nothing.
What are nigger males going to do?
I say thank you all the time.
Follow you around. Yo, you
somebody
know
opens the
what's
door
your name?
for me.
And they're going to bother you. They're going to try to talk to you. And they don't want to hear the word no. And even if you tell them you got a man, he going to say, what that got to do with me? I'm saying no, shorty. I'm a grown-ass woman, 48 years old, damn near 50 years old, and you calling me shorty like I'm your goddamn girlfriend. How old are you, son? 28. Okay. I'm 20 years older than you.
I don't
Who do you
think
you're
they're
talking
saying
to calling me
shorty these
shorty?
days.
And the last time I checked, you're 1 inch taller than me.
Right, Dan.
Calm down. And they don't give a fuck if you're older. And that is kind of a curse to black women. Because even if we're in our 40s and 50s, we could still pass to be in our late 30s. So a lot of times, if you in your late 40s, you got these goddamn 27-year-olds acting like you're their age. Oh, you ain't that much older than me. How old are you? They can't really tell sometimes. I'm at the point where call me gay. I just, looking at a penis now, it's like.
How many times has she gotten to the point? I've gotten to the point now, crack the codes now, dropping gems now, over the same damn thing.
And I know they know what you got between your legs. That's the scary part. It's like, you got this pussy between your legs and they know it exists. And they're horny. They haven't gotten pussy since COVID. And if they did, it's few and far between, which is torture to a man.
Right, Klingon.
So they're not getting fucked on the regular. And they know you got that little wet thing between your legs.
And she's not being chased Red Wings, no doubt.
It is so uncomfortable. And there's nowhere to go. They know exactly what you got between them legs, sweetheart. So it's almost like a showdown. It's almost like you got the big bad wolf looking at you. I know what you got between your legs. Can I have some? I know you're going to tell me no. How about if I just take it? You need to understand one motherfucking thing. These are males that come out of prison doing 20 years, 15 years, 7 years. They're horny. They don't want to hear the word no. Some of them went in there for rape. And what do you think he's going to do to your funky ass? He knows that he got to spend all this money, lie, put on an act just to get some pussy. He don't feel like doing that. So now they got to the point where they're lazy. They just don't want to invest in you.
Oh yeah,
and put on the
Dan.
They just want to get straight to the point. I
Yeah,
want what's between your legs.
she a
It's wet,
predator
it's juicy,
herself.
it's tight, and I want it. And I already know, bitch, you're gonna tell me no. I don't want to take you out 5 times before you, and then I gotta beg you, and I gotta convince you. Girl, they not playing with us no more. Now, one of my subscribers told me, the next bitch that tells me no, I'm raping. I had somebody come back and tell me a male creature said that.
Yeah, right.
Just being out amongst them now, because we're 4 years away from COVID, it feels weird. It feels scary. Because I'm on social media, and I know these motherfuckers are on social media. I'm looking in the manosphere. This one got 25,000 subscribers. Damn. He got 300,000 subscribers. Who are these people listening to this YouTuber? Somebody's listening to the manosphere. A lot of times I'll ask them, you ever heard of Kevin Samuels? Do you know what the manosphere is? And they play dumb. They act like they don't know. Now look at what Divine Empress Arie said. Apparently women can't dress up for themselves. Well, good luck looking cute, sweetheart, at a time like now. This is very sad that we can't even be feminine. Can't do the lipstick, the short dress. They are dogs. You walk by with your ass switching, with that little short skirt on. They getting bold now, y'all. These are men. Men rape each other.
Oh boy. Y'all act like men aren't going to look. Can't even go outside with my short skirt on. Expect some attention. Period. Whether they walk up to you or not, that's another story. But expect the attention of them looking.
Prison all the time. And now they're out here amongst us. And I talked about...
Yes, you want women to suffer.
You know, that situation.
Demonic possession. Yeah.
Where, you know, the Uber driver, they're going to start killing Uber drivers. They're going to start raping Uber drivers. That's going to be the next thing. Pull over, bitch. Go down that dark street right there. Please, please, no. Go down that dark street, ho. Park the fucking car. That's going to be the next shit they... You heard it here first, bitch. Don't play with me. That is gonna... I predicted it. Men of all races. Imagine picking a male creature up. You an Uber driver. We're almost there, sir. Nah. Do a detour. Excuse me? Go down that street right there. I have to follow the GPS. You already know where this situation is going.
Yeah, she is, and she'll probably end up bringing up who had that story that the Uber driver tried to grape them. Who had that story in her life? And I forget. And she had a doctor's appointment, and and attacked her in the back of his Uber. Somebody had that story. She'll bring it up, I'm sure.
All right. He pulls a knife out. He didn't pull out a gun. He pulled out a knife. You're scared. Go down that dark alley. Please, no. I said go down that dark alley, bitch. You go down the dark alley, right? Get in the back seat, ho. He got the knife. He sticks it to your side. Can you imagine? And y'all cannot say. Because you know I'm a witch and I'm very psychic.
No, you're not.
That's going to be the next headline you hear. They're going to start raping the Uber drivers because they mad that we are not giving them pussy, and they're mad that we are taking their jobs.
Those are fantasies, Rain.
He's going to tell you to get in the back seat. He might even take that motherfucking knife, stick it in your side, He not gonna stab you, but you feel the steel, bitch. Oh my God, please don't hurt me. And if you walking around dressing like Goddess Empress Arie said, you can't dress for yourself, you can't look cute. Okay, you got on that short skirt. He gonna yank them panties down and have his way with you. Bend your ass over the hood of the car, and you down a dark alley, can't nobody see nothing. Please, please do. He don't give a fuck. Your tears mean nothing, sweetheart. So it's very dangerous being an Uber driver. For all of you girls, and I see a lot of them. I see a lot of female Uber drivers. And I'm thinking, you know what I be thinking in my mind? I'm thinking, what if I was a man?
Probably so.
With a hard dick. And I said, I could rape this bitch. I could get away with it. He could give you a fake address. Now check this out. This is really gonna scare you. He could call you from a place where he doesn't even live. He could stand on any corner, any street corner where there's no cameras, call an Uber, and an Uber pulls up. He could give you a fake ass address that he memorized, and you thinking that you going there. He don't live there. He does not live there, sweetheart. Now, because we fresh out of COVID, he might even have on a mask. You pick this fool up, you're not thinking nothing. You say, oh, he's scared of COVID. Okay. He got COVID phobia. He got a mask on. So he comes into your car, no big deal. People are still wearing masks, believe it or not. So you don't really, you know.
Exactly. Whether it's a fake address or whatever address he tells her, that's where she's got to go. Uber knows where you're at. This is ridiculous. This is more fear mongering.
No, you don't really think nothing of it. Okay, he's wearing a mask. So if there's cameras in that Uber, they're not gonna be able to detect who he is. He got that mask on.
If Uber really wants to find out who you are, I mean, you gotta pay with a card. This is not a cash transaction. You have to pay with a card. If they want to find out, they can find out.
Now, Silas the Butcher said the Passport brothers are getting shot. I heard about that. Now, what I need is for one of y'all to tell me, is that the same nigga that said, adios, adios, trying to intimidate her and get her to leave the hotel without him paying her? Is that the same nigga? Because he had a friend with him. And his friend was like, bro, chill. It's not worth your life. That's what his friend said. His friend was trying to talk sense to him. Now, this incel thing is getting out of hand. I told y'all, men need sex. Every time they fuck, they bust a nut. Some of you have never even had an orgasm before. Some of you can't even relate to what that would feel like. You have the ability to have an orgasm every day of your life.
Mine too, Red Wings.
And now you taking that away from me. So some of them look at the pornography, and I've had some of them even tell me on the dating site, porn don't do nothing for me no more. They want the real thing, baby. They want the real thing. That's why they begging you for a video chat. They want to see a real live girl. Real nipples, real titties, real pussy, a real voice. Not a paid actress. They are begging you for dates.
And you're on dating sites.
Now, Trevan Foxton said, and they're mad. They're mad that women don't want to date them. How can you date someone you're scared of? How can you date?
Let's see. Let's ask Milkman. How about that?
someone who you have to cross your fingers hoping he's not one of the bad guys? How can you date someone for fear that you gotta give up your pussy?
Let's
I give you
ask
3 months.
Milkman.
Excuse me? I know you gotta get to know me. I'll give you 3 months. That's how they talk to you. They're basically saying, you're gonna give me the pussy. Maybe not right now, but you're gonna give it to me. So why would I want to date somebody that's entitled like that? What if I never give you the pussy? And I decide I don't want my body count to go up. It's not worth it. This one is not worth my body count going up. So he wasted all of his money taking your funky ass out 6 or 7 times. Now you got a man. He done spend at least a couple of $1,000s taking your funky ass out and trying to impress you by buying you gifts. And and I still can't get the pussy? This is what the whole incel thing is about. The entitlement. How dare you tell me no after I spent this much money?
But I mean, isn't that what you're basically teaching? Going for the wallet, making them buy you gifts and take you out and all this and the other. And supposedly you're at the same time you're not giving them sex because you're just after the wallet. But now that same behavior, you're blaming the male for how he behaves. Damn it. Hold on, my remote don't want to act right. Come on now.
Now, my thing is this, ladies. Behave in the chat, please. We trying to have a really good live. I'm trying to save your fucking life. Because now, if you accept a date from them, you're basically telling this motherfucker, I'm eventually going to give you the pussy. That's what you're literally saying. Because how long is the game going to be played out? Drawn out? How many times is he going to take you out? How many times are you going to stand at the door and say, I had a good night, thank you, and he doesn't come in? So now we at the point we just don't want to be bothered with them because they're literally putting an invisible gun to our head and giving us an invisible timeline that we got to give it to them eventually. So I really don't think it's worth dating them because these incels are unhinged. You use me for dinner and the movies. I wasted my money on you. You use me for a free meal.
That's what you're doing, Crystal.
Now we got somebody in the chat.
Prostitution promotion.
Call up the show. I need a moderator to put because we need to hear from these creatures called males. Ray Gibson, where you at? I see your funky ass in the chat. Call up 904. I need a journalist, bitch. 904 209 8586. Call up. We want to hear from an incel. And this motherfucker is a naker. He's in St. Kitts. That's in the Virgin Islands, if I can recollect correctly. We want you to call up the show, sweetheart. Call that number and tell us about this nice guy bullshit. Because everybody claims to be a nice guy. But how nice are you 4 years out of COVID and you ain't got no pussy? Women are boycotting males silently.
Help him out,
and
Crystal.
It's so awkward because we're not telling you we're doing it. The only way you know that this is going on is if you jump on YouTube and you bump into a channel like mine that lets you know what's really going on with women. But we are silently boycotting you. Anywhere from North Korea and South Korea to Africa, where there's an all-woman village. Women everywhere are, it's like we got the Divine Mother giving us the signal, leave them alone. Don't breed with them no more. Don't breed with them no more, sweetheart. Now, it's Jasmine says, the nice guy is a fraud. Now, because we're not fucking them, they're going to take their anger and their hatred out on us. They're going to start killing, raping, and beating us up. This is what they really want to do to us. But the law stops them. The fear of that happening to them in jail stops them. But you must understand, a lot of them hate women. Because now we at the point where they're killing their mothers. So that's telling you right there how much they don't like females. And notice how they call you female like you're a roach or a squirrel or a bird in the sky. Those could be females. I'm a woman. So how come you have a word like woman that exists and you insist on calling me a female, which could mean I'm a roach on the ground? Now, my thing is this, we know about the transsexual community, how much they hate us by the words they use. So it's all the same to me. Whether they wear a dress or they are wearing a baggy pair of pants, they hate women. How do you shoot somebody in the head who is begging you for her life and telling you, I got 4 kids? That alone would have made me say, fuck you. If anything, if you are a cold-hearted motherfucker, pistol whip the bitch and hop out. Pistol whip her a couple of times, shake her up, and leave. The bitch got kids. I let her live. These men have no heart. They have no mercy. What would make him kill that woman other than direct orders from Satan? It's almost like she said, please, I got 4 kids. And his dick got hard. And he said, oh, you're going to leave 4 orphans behind. You're going to have 4 children without a mother. Ooh.
Her stories are as ugly as her face. Seriously.
Ooh, I can't wait to take you out of here. They are demonic.
Then she just used squirrel in her name, yeah.
And now we got... Oh, not having a good day out with my back. Now,
Thank you for the emojis.
Wow, Celestial Night. Wow, Celestial Night. She said female is a code word for bitch. Now, are we up to the point where we want to have all female communities? Because this gets tricky. Some of y'all got sons. We not talking.
Did she invite successful ladies live to move in with her? Not to my knowledge.
Talking about a situation like mine. I'm an exemption, okay? Because my child is a special need. He's a part of the special needs community, and he does not talk at all. We're talking about capable, normal-minded,
Thanks to you, he don't talk,
no
Crystal,
special
or
needs
communicate.
people. Some of y'all got sons. And you love your son and you think your son is one of the good ones. This is why it gets tricky. I think those kind of black women or women, period, need to have a community. We need to divide.
Successful ladies, I think she's in Texas, but the two of them living together, that would definitely be something to watch.
Into two.
I
One
ain't seen none of them
community is
stories
for
in the news
women
either, Dan.
that have sons. You know, the ones without the special needs. Special needs are an exception. But normal.
Oh, hold up. Successful Ladies Live address an anonymous person who emailed her to move in with. Oh, wow. Thank you for that little bit of information, Dryer. Very, very interesting. Maybe.
Males, like-minded women who have male
Basically,
sons,
the kind
I
saying
think they should
two
have their own
struggling
community.
people can't help each other.
And let me know how that works out for you. And the women that don't want to deal with males, they should have their own community as well. I think we have come to the crossroads where we are at a crossroads and we are going to divide and branch out. Because some of us have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to males. If the motherfucker is normal, no special needs, no nonverbal, if he's normal, we don't want to be bothered. We don't want the.
But then again, somebody email. I don't even know if Crystal knows how to email. Does she, Dan?
Living amongst us. We don't want to take the chance that your son gets horny, because the truth is, he needs a masturbation device. He needs a constant. Your son needs a constant source of pussy to drain his balls.
Oh.
Because if a man doesn't have a sex, it's been proven. They get agitated, they get cranky, they may even get more violent.
She does? Okay, it might be her then.
Testosterone builds up in their body and they need to release it. So who's going to be his masturbation device? Who's going to sacrifice their body so he could bust a nut? Because if we have your son in our community, he gonna want to fuck, sweetheart. He gonna want to stick his dick in something. We know he's in the bathroom watching porn, jerking off, and he's gonna be so horny and overcome with lust that he's going to attack one of us. He's going to want a girlfriend. So are we at the point where we recommend, if we are in these communities of all women, do we recommend the male creature getting neutered like an animal? Sterilized? Because the testosterone is what makes them violent, crazy, murderous. So is there a solution to these male creatures? Should we sterilize or castrate them? Because even if we do that, the sex crimes may go down, but does their lack of humanity go away? Their desire to cheat, to steal, to do devious crimes, that doesn't go away. They operate from a low nature.
She never said dryer, not to my knowledge.
And now a lot of them are running around acting like they got pussy. Pussy ain't nothing. I could get that shit anywhere. Liar. The ones with the money are going to be the ones getting the pussy now. So now we got a whole population of aggressive ones that are not getting the pussy. And those are going to be the ones raping everybody. The ones that can't afford to take you on a date, the ones that don't want to wait and get to know you, and they just want to get straight to the sex. Those motherfuckers, you got to watch out for them.
But you're not trying to wait and get to know them before you ask for cash apps.
And there's a lot of them. Now, I asked you to call up the chat.
Yes, you do, Brown.
Let me give you the number right one more time, Ray Gibson. Call up the chat to defend your species, which is the male species. The number is 904 209 8586. I really want you to call up and stop talking shit in the comment section. Now, he ain't gonna call up. Yeah, he's not gonna call up. Now look at what Stone Virgo said. I no longer have the patience for males and all that goes with them. Why should we women have to care? Remember, they are all about bros before hoes. So let their brothers deal with them.
Exactly.
Go into the comment section and be honest. Do not fucking lie. Are you done with male creatures? Put up a...
Why are you asking them are they done with male creatures? Because you yourself are not, because you're asking one to call up your phone line.
Flame if you're done with them. If this is not an issue for you.
None of y'all are done. Who complains constantly about something they're done with?
I really would like Ray to call in.
Because you want some of that male interaction.
I'm disgusted with men. I'm not, you know.
No, you're not.
Can you be so traumatized that you no longer find them attractive? Like,
child, you ain't traumatized. You would stay away from what caused. You're not traumatized. Not enough to stay away from them all. Maybe the ones who traumatize you, no. Just stop the lies, Crystal Swirlz. You're right here begging now for a male creature to call you up. And then who's to say after that they've got your phone number? Who's to say you're not talking all sexual with them after the live is over?
I mean, you could look at them and say, oh, he's cute, but it ends there. You're not...
It don't end there.
You're so traumatized by them that you're thinking of all these negative things that could happen. And you know, a lot of you girls have these children, and you doing the child support thing and the custody thing. I got somebody that says my live is lit. So call up, girl. Are we getting you got the custody thing going on? Are we gonna get to the point where they fuck your children? I said what I said, bitch. I don't give a fuck if you get mad, hoe. That's the fucking problem. Y'all are too fucking busy trying to make male creatures be decent. Overseas to get boy booty. They telling us, are we getting other girls? Or they getting them plus boy booty. So they going overseas to get lady boy booty. What makes you think he won't fuck your child? I don't give a fuck if that's his kid. So they're very sneaky creatures, satanic. Because what a lot of them are doing, these down low brothers that got you bitches eating ass. I said what I said. They got you bitches licking their assholes. And these men, so you ate his ass, huh?
Exactly,
You got a
Dan.
request to eat ass. So now you feel comfortable having a child with a man like that, sweetheart? If he's doing these type of acts, you found gay porn on his phone. He said it in a joking way, but you knew he was dead serious when he said, "Can you lick my ass?" You heard him, bitch. And now you gonna have a child with him, and the child gets partial visitation, visits with his dad. What the girl? These are men, sweetheart. They're nasty. They don't give a fuck. How many cases have we heard of men fucking their own children? It's very common. Why are we sitting here clutching our pearls, acting like we've never heard of men fucking their own children? And now they're trying to take your child in a custody battle. They're not getting no pussy. They hate women. And you're going to just hand your child to them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's not like that. He's one of the good. You sure about that? Because in the next 20 years, we're going to have a whole race of faggots. And they all going to have the same story. Oh, my mother, she gave custody of me to my dad, and my dad had a lot of gay friends, and one of them did something to me. Even if he don't touch your child. He's on the down low. He hates women. He's tired of women. And he's freaking off with his friends. And one of his friends does something to your child.
Yes, you do.
Ray is hiding. Because they mad that we figured them out. And I'm glad that you bitches are shutting down the womb. We're not having children to be great, sweetheart.
Welcome, everybody.
Crystal Swirlz, you're live.
Yes, Crystal Swirlz, this is John Virgo. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm just so heartbroken over that story I heard about the Uber driver with the 4 children.
Okay, I guess I'm late. What happened now?
There was a Becky, an Uber driver. That's a Becky, very attractive. A Naker is her passenger. He puts a gun to her head. She begs for her life. She says, "Please, I got 4 children." And he shoots her and kills her.
When did this happen? I want to look this story up.
Orphans. I don't know where they're going to go. Maybe hopefully her parents are alive.
I want to look this story up.
Maybe a neighbor. I don't know. These men are horrible, honey. They will take you from your child.
I've been known that. I've been listening to you, Crystal Swirlz, for, I would have to say, back in 2016.
Wow, long-time subscriber.
A long-time subscriber over the years, and I don't come on social media that much, but when I do, I've always been, like, I guess you could say, kind of like in the shadows, and I don't say much because I learned a lot. I've had my own situations, so hearing about this woman that
very nice looking Becky,
driver, it's just getting out of control now.
It is.
The way guys are being towards women, and when you're a black woman like us, it's even worse, unfortunately. And we have
the fact that this happened to a Becky. What do you have to say about that? Like, what do you have to say to white women?
I told you so. That's where I'm at with it. I feel like a lot of white women back in the day. I'm a Generation X, so I came from a time. I was born in 1975, so that should tell you.
I was too, girl. Hey, we both born in 1975. You see my afro, baby, yeah.
And you look beautiful, Crystal.
Thank you.
Y'all need to stop lying.
I remember coming up like in the 90s when there was like this phenomenon where, black men tended to be with the lighter skinned chicks, or they wanted to be with the, the white girls. It was all about where the white hoes at. And so
that's when they first started with their bullshit.
And so
I didn't know that, Dan.
The white girls, unfortunately, or white, non-black women that were coming around in that time.
I started watching Crystal about maybe right when she introduced you. It's about the time when I found Crystal.
They thought they were better than black women. And so now they're getting their ass handed to them. And then it's like, we're supposed to come and put on a cake for them. No, bitch. I told you so. You got this just like and I don't even listen to her a lot, but I've heard the grapevine. She has a channel now, or her channel's gone now. I'm not even really sure. But you got the same black man that we told you about, but you thought you was better than us. You thought you were going to come in and deal with the situation. Come in and be the women, like even the Jeannie Mai situation where she came in and said, she was trying to so-called give black women advice. That's why I don't like Jeannie Mai. I didn't care.
Are we bitter about that? About the way she acted?
She was cheesy. I cared about the fact that she had the nerve and the gall to sit there and talk to black women like we didn't fucking know.
And she said, I used to be a little bit feisty, but I learned how to tone that down. Bitch.
Oh, is she toned down now? Now that Jeezy took that, now she want to sit there and try to act like now she want to come in and she want to, sue him and say she didn't have nothing to do with or didn't understand the prenup. No, bitch, you knew.
And this is my thing. Do you think that Jeezy dogging her out like that and leaving her with a baby and coming back crawling to the sisters? Do you think that was his way? That was a manipulative move on a black man's part to see those bitches ain't special either. Take me back, sisters. I think that was a tactical move by the manosphere.
The black men can be very passive aggressive in the things that they do. So yeah, that was.
I think they did that to make us feel better.
Well, Jeezy went to Nia Long and tried to patch the situation up, but I didn't buy that shit either. No, nigga, you was wrong.
And there's a reason why they picked a black female interviewer.
Yes. And then I'm looking at her like,
because she was pandering. She was talking to him all gentle. Hey, girl.
Yup, she was. She pandered. She gave him a pass like she did her biracial, fiance that she didn't have for 11, 12 years that you didn't marry, bitch. So you did.
That nigga was not no damn biracial. He was a nigga. He was a regular black ass nigga.
So the black women, I listened to you, and I just want to say this. I'm going to get off the line. I don't want to hold up your line. But I just want to say this. Black women, and, as a lot of times, we can be very male identified. And we'll sit there and we'll protect that nigga, but you won't protect your sister for shit. But then as soon as that nigga does shit to you, you want to come to a bitch like me, and then you want me to put a cape on.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Crystal Swirlz, fuck these bitches too. Fuck these black women that are not going to be male divested and not going to understand that this is not the time to sit around and twirl our thumbs, open our legs to all of these male creatures, as you say.
What do you think about the non-black men?
Them motherfuckers too.
Because I wanted to make an important point. Because the law is on their side, and they got that white privilege or that non-black privilege, they might start raping us and killing us and getting away with it, knowing that they can. So y'all got to watch out for them too now.
Well, that's very true, as you said.
They can't help themselves, Brown.
I'll be honest with you right now and tell you, my sister, okay, I'm one of 4 girls. My sister, she married a white dude. He is now doing a 17-year bid in Jessup because he molested his daughters, his white daughters.
Wait, what? Wait,
girl. You heard exactly.
He molested his biracial
No, not biracial daughters, his white daughters. And what he did was he lied, and he didn't tell my sister. They moved. My sister, she makes a lot of money. They moved to Texas.
So this is a white man we talking about.
Yup, this is a white male. White man. He was in the Navy. He was supposedly a Navy SEAL type of guy. He's in the Navy. My sister was very she's very cool with his mother and his sister. And then back in 2015, when both of them decided, she got married in 2012 to this dude. I was there. I was one of the bridesmaids. And then come find out, this dude, they moved to San Antonio, Texas. The FBI raided her house and found out that and put him in jail because he had child pornography on all of their computers. So she got her work computer taken from her, all kinds of shit. So I'm not like, none of this stuff surprises me. Everything that you talk about, honey, about white men, they some motherfuckers too. Some of them can be just as bad as Tyrone.
So my thing is this. We know about Brad and his daughter. All right. We've been hearing about this over the fence for years, even when we were in Blackistan. But here's the thing. What does Becky know?
But you're promoting Brad so much over these last years.
She knows everything. She knows. She's complicit in the shit. That's why when you did that video about what we should be as black women, talk to white women, fuck them bitches too. No, they know exactly what their men are doing, and they're complicit in the shit. Just like black women are complicit with Tyrone.
Because I've heard so much, so many stories of white women being molested by their fathers and their stepfathers, their uncles, their grandfathers. And I said, what's going on over there in the white community? What are they doing over there?
That's what they're doing. And the guy that I just told you about, that my
and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they age fast.
He was molested. He had 2 daughters. He was his ex-wife tried to put him through a trial, and she basically said that he was molesting the girls. His oldest daughter now, she's fucking crazy as hell.
Tell me what's wrong with the girl.
She ended up she assaulted someone. She ended up being very violent and things like that. And for me, as a person who's been through a situation where been through my own situation, and I'm not going into that because we're not talking about that right now.
We've all been in situations. I was 14 years old getting banged by a 24-year-old. So we've all been taken advantage of by these older men. A lot of us.
So I can tell. I just know that my sister's ex-husband, he touched her. He was touching both his sisters because the white woman that he was married to originally, she was a pastor's daughter. She ended up going after him, and my sister didn't know about it at the time. And then after they moved to Texas, the FBI raided their house and confiscates her computer and all this child pornography paraphernalia. There you go. So yeah, white men, they do it too. They do it a lot.
Oh, they've been doing it more than anybody.
I don't know if y'all can see the chat. I got it up so y'all can see it, but Divine Empress Ari, son, whatever, Empress Ari, she's just so freaking thirsty with her naive 19-year-old ass. She's just so damn thirsty.
because the thing is, with black people, we had this thing. Oh, if you go to the cookout or the family reunion, we remind each other, yo, don't look at that one. That's your cousin.
Yeah.
So we kind of have that little thing going on. But I've heard white people
never said that in my family.
They're very complicit. White women have been complicit in the behaviors and the disrespect towards other women. And I'm not. That's why I don't like. I don't feel like when you get that video out about black women going with white women as allies, no, I don't trust them bitches either. No, fuck them hoes. They are very complicit in what goes on.
And I think a lot of the molestation that happened in the Black community, they were aware of it, and they didn't help us out. They did the feminist thing, but they knew about our secrets, and they didn't help us because they said, "Well, we going through it too. What makes you better than us? Why should we?"
Well, you do know that, unfortunately, I'm just going to tell the truth here as well. White women are the mothers of white supremacy. Think about that. It's just like we're as Black women, we give birth to the males, they give birth to those males. So why would you trust that bitch? Just think about that. And I'm going to end here. I don't want to mess up your life, but
no. You gave us a lot of food for thought. Like I never thought of it from that angle.
Mm-hmm. They're the mothers of white supremacy. So all that racism that we endure from white people, that came from a white bitch coochie.
Because they did it to preserve their white womanhood and to make sure that, even though they wrinkle up fast and they not as attractive as us, they made it known, bitch, you cannot take my pedestal. I'm at the top, you stay down there, nigga.
And during slavery times, they were very disrespectful to Black women. They knew that their white men was going out and raping Black women and, messing with the Sally. Ooh, child, if I can go on for days.
Brad is crazy. Brad will fuck the horse and the slave.
They've been new. So I don't trust them. I don't trust them bitches either. I literally don't trust them. Sometimes I don't trust Black women, and some of us Black women can be male identified, but I definitely don't trust them bitches.
Well, Celestial Knight.
White women my whole life. I know how they are.
Celestial Knight has a problem with them. She does not like the way they treat her.
Yeah, I know.
And she says when she goes out with a Brad, if she's even walking next to a Brad, white women will be all up in it, trying to talk to him. And
they're very competitive.
Yes.
They're very competitive, and they like to undo you. So when you're on the job, like I work with a lot of white women I'm 48 years old, so I've worked with a lot of white women in the past, and they always try to undo you. My first best friend was a white girl. And when I was 19 years old, she ended our friendship. She told me I was ugly. She told me that I was trash, and her own mother read her own mother was kind of like a psychic type of person, and told me to watch out for her own daughter.
What?
These bitches did. Did I stutter, Crystal? I'm telling you exactly that. That was back in 1994. These bitches.
And we was both, in our first year of college or just graduating from high school. I remember, yeah.
Mm-hmm. These bitches white women are all about themselves.
And I'm pretty sure we had instances where Brad was gang raping us, and they just stood to the side and didn't say nothing.
They did.
There was no sister code at all.
That's why Black men, and I get it, even though they wrong too, but that's why Black men are so mad at Black women. Oh, you're feminist, because they see the bullshit too. White women, they're all about, we're sisters and we're women and we're this, until they do all of that shit and fake and front to get what they want, and then when they get what they want, fuck you, bitch, fuck you, Black bitch. That's how they really feel.
Well, we got somebody in the chat called Ray Gibson. He says, I love my Black women. They always do this to us. They girl. I think what happened is you niggas went on that side of the fence and you came running your ass back like, oh my God, y'all wasn't so bad after all.
And you can't decide on what side of the fence you want to be on, Crystal. Boy, I tell you, all this Becky this and Becky that, especially Empress Ari, Becky and competition and Becky this and Becky this and Becky. I mean, damn, if you can't get Brad, don't blame Becky. That Brad may not date Black women. Just accept that. Just because you want Brad don't mean every Brad wants you. Don't blame Becky. Just move on and find a guy who wants to date you.
Exactly what it is. They realize, oh shit, that girl I was messing with, or that woman or whatever like that, she might have been loud and this, and this, but guess what? She wouldn't have done that to me.
And you know what else they think? Damn. Black women rode it all the way to the wheels fell off.
Yep.
We the ones that stepped out and said, "Fuck you, black bitch, I got other options." So they think. So now they come running back like, "Damn, these bitches ain't no riders. They not loyal like y'all."
This is too much brown.
They starting to see that shit now.
They got bad
But it's too
pickers.
late for them.
They keep picking the same type of dude.
Women, or a very large sector of black women are done with y'all niggas. You fucked up. You said you loved us. You said you went on social media for the past 20 years, dissed and dogged us, and did all of those things, and now you're seeing what it really means. Now when Karen comes wipe the floor with your ass.
And don't forget, if they fuck with Becky, they got to deal with Becky's father, Becky's uncle, and they say, "Damn, I'm going against all these crackers." Yeah, motherfucker. And you thought it was just, you fuck with Becky, you got to fuck with the whole clan.
The whole family.
And she is a protected species, sweetheart.
She is. Karen's your lily white girl, and guess what? She's going to always be that. And as a black woman, I've accepted that. I knew about that back in the 90s and in the early 2000s. I knew about that.
You know what Brad said? If you burn the coal, you pay the toll. That's what Brad said.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Crystal, I don't want to hold up your live. I just needed to...
You are not holding up my live, because I don't know what the hell is wrong with these girls. They not calling into the goddamn show. But you dropping gems up in here. And you're right. I've had some very bad experiences with white women. I've had some good ones, and I've had some bad ones. So and a lot of us got Becky in us.
Yeah.
I know you got some Becky in you. Oh, God.
I always said, I was raised around white people my whole entire life, so I had to code switch my whole entire. That's how I know how the fuck Becky is, and I don't trust that bitch. Did you, what's your name? My name is Stoneberg.
Did you, this is my thing. Did you have a DNA test taken?
For
racial ancestry.
Yes, I have had a DNA test, and on my paternal side, I have Native American ancestry, which, as black people, we were the original Native Americans. All of my father's side, they were born out west, Texas, California.
Do you have any Becky blood in you?
I'm 73%. They say I'm 73% black.
Ooh, I'm 86% black. Oh, girl, you got some Becky up in your ass.
No, bitch, I ain't her though. I'm sorry. No, I will never be that bitch. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Please,
girl, you 70. That's only 73.
No, I don't believe that shit.
Well, why you don't want to tell us your Becky results?
Because no, I am 73%. They said I'm 73% African.
20. Bitching about Becky, but at the same time getting all excited for the Becky portion of her. What?
20% of European or some other type of ancestry.
Oh, you got. Oh my God.
Asian.
You almost a quarter Becky.
Don't. That's what the results said based upon my father. And all of my family, my mother is black, my father is black, my grandparents are black. So I don't know if that's Native American or whatever the fuck they want to call it, but that may be quarter of, that's not really quarter, because it's like...
It's close to a quarter, sweetheart. 20% is closer to a quarter than 14%. I'm only 14% Becky. You 20% Becky? Oh my God.
No. Don't put me in stop saying a Crystal. Really though? That may be in my blood, but I'm always gonna be a nigga. So I'm sorry. That's just who I am. I've always been that. And I don't, I'm
You're right. You know why? Because Becky, even our biracial ancestors, Becky treated them like a pure nigga.
Yes, and not just that, but
right.
The 20%, it was like actually 17%, and then it was like 5% something else, Asian and Asian. So I have a very, like, it's weird, but still.
Chung Lee snuck in there somewhere. You got a little bit of Chung Lee up in there.
Girl, I don't care about none. I don't care about that other percent. The more part is that
you must be very beautiful. You must be very. I'm not just saying because you mix, but I'm imagining that you're very exotic looking. Very exotic looking.
No, I'm very regular black woman. I'm brown skin.
Those be the most mixed ones. The brown girls, the regular brown ones and the dark ones, they be more mixed than the light ones. I be trying to tell them.
Girl.
Now y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all can't go by color. You gotta go by that goddamn DNA.
So she's exotic because she's got a certain percentage of Becky in her. I bet you're very beautiful. Blah, 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 blah. There she go again. Oh, goodness. Y'all just keep letting her degrade y'all in your face.
You do have to go back. Do you remember the girl that was and I know might be going a little bit off teaser. I don't want to mess her live up. But do you remember that girl? She used to do a video. She was on YouTube. There's about 6-7 years ago, and they called her the Black Molly Ringwald. And if you know anything about Molly Ringwald,
I know Molly Ringwald is the redhead from Pretty in Pink.
Redhead white girl.
From Pretty in Pink, yeah.
She did an ancestry. Her father wanted her to do an ancestry test. Right?
Molly Ringwald?
That black girl. She was black girl. She was brown skin.
Follow the story.
And they called her Black Molly Ringwald.
They called because she was very. If you looked at her, she had that kind of flavor. Well, the reason why was because when she did that ancestry test that talked about her mitochondrial DNA, a lot of people do not understand that mitochondrial DNA is the E gene. So if your mitochondrial DNA shows up as a European, that means that you have white mothers. So her father did it. Her father was begging her to do this DNA test. Girl, I would never forget this girl's face. When she got up on that screen, I can't even find her now.
What was her face like?
She looked like a black Molly Ringwald. She was a very cute black girl.
But you could see the Becky in her.
There was a lot of Becky in her. Her mother was biracial. Her grandmother was biracial. Her great-grandmother was biracial. And the test proved it because when she wanted to find out what her nation kin was, which is her actual ancestry, it went back 5 generations that she was European, and she did not have any African ancestry. So when black men sit around, Ray, talking about, oh, the child's going to be black because of me. No, the child will be black because of the mother.
Oh, shit.
Mitochondrial DNA, which
can only be traced on the mother side.
Only black women carry that. White women do not carry that gene.
Oh, shit. They don't got the Eve gene.
And that
So y'all gotta understand. You got somebody that's jet black. If they got a Becky grandma, it's over. Game over.
She has no African hands up. Yup. That's the proof. That tells you who the fuck God is.
Damn.
And that's all I got to say. Let me get off this phone.
Girl, you preaching fire today, baby. We got a white man in the chat called Scott. I fucked somebody named Scott. He had the best dick on earth. Scott, is that you, baby? Is that you, Scott?
Uh-oh.
Girl.
Here we go.
And that's what happened to Miss, I call her Miss Molly Ringwald. She was always on there, and her father, her black father, was the one who was constantly pressuring her, find out what your African ancestry. Bitch, you won't have any, because all of your mothers going back 5 generations were white women.
And now we got a whole race of women who look black, but they don't have the Eve gene.
They do not have it like us.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They trying to replace the original, y'all.
Yup. And the Eve gene, the mitochondrial DNA, when you do your nation kin test, it tells you of your ancestry or your ethnicity. will tell you who the fuck you really are. And that girl looked as black as I did, blacker than some of my children, and that bitch was white.
Listen, this is getting all the way funky, y'all. Because now Tyrone done wiped himself off the planet by trying to wipe us off the planet.
So when black men say, "Oh, if my child's gonna come out black," no, she won't. Not if you're with the black woman.
This is crazy, and that's why Meghan Markle got so much hate because she got the E gene.
And because she got exactly, her mother is black, so her DNA ancestry, her kids, even though she's with a white him, and she's with him.
And you see them kids look like Harry. They look just like Harry.
When her son does that DNA test, it's going to show up African ancestry simply because Meghan Markle's mother was black. That's how it goes, bro. So you do not get to be black without us, niggas. I want y'all to know that. Ray, you don't get to be black without us.
What's gonna happen to black males now? What is the divine mother gonna do to them to punish them?
They're already being punished. That's why you see all these light-skinned niggas on the NBA court.
Oh, and they got replaced in one generation. We went from Jordan to them.
Yep. This is why they're being replaced. And the proof is in the pudding. You can say it all you want to and be mad all you want to, Ray, and all the rest of you niggas on this live that's listening, you can be mad all you want to. You are not black. Your children are not black without us as black women. We are the original woman.
You see how Satan outsmarted himself?
He thinks you will never be. And guess what? Science will tell you. So you can argue all day with me. Go take that DNA test.
Mm-hmm.
Go take that nation kin test. Take that nation kin test and take that DNA test and fuck around and find out. And you will find out. That's why little black Marley Ringwald has 5 ancestries going back.
You ever met a black woman that was? You ever met a black woman? Even though she was black, she had like a Becky body. She had that. Oh my God, she had a girl voice. Now you can tell it's a sister. Now look at Mariah Carey.
That don't mean anything.
But Mariah Carey, even though she's Becky because of her mother, but damn, she got bass in her shit. Her voice got bass in it. She got a voice like me and Beyonce.
They have
black
in them. But when it comes to finding out what your ethnicity is, your nation kin, nope. Because it is contingent upon the mitochondrial DNA, which is the E gene, which is the original black woman. So when these niggas, they basically whited themselves out. That's what they've been doing.
The Moors did that shit. They thought they was hurting us.
Yep. They whited themselves out. That's why all in the basketball court, you have all of these biracial and multi-ethnic type of quote-unquote black people. They're not really black. Just like our former president, Obama, he's not a black man. He was a biracial man made by a Jewish.
He damn sure was. He got a Becky mother. And if you look at his mother, he got his mother's chin. His mother got a big ass chin like a pelican. He looked like his mother. You see his black ass father? He don't look nothing like his father.
Nope. But guess what? His 2 daughters, because he married Michelle and procreated with her,
He fixed
they
it.
have the E gene.
He fixed it.
He fixed it. It takes it. That's what. If you go back into understanding that, a lot of people don't understand that these tests the test tells you. That's why I laugh at that little Molly being like, every time I laugh about that shit.
And now we got a whole generation. Cause some of these biracial bitches with a white mother, they're gonna grow up. These biracial Beckys, and they are gonna fuck a nigger, and a grandkid's still it's not gonna have Eve gene.
They're not.
And that kid could be pitch black.
Exactly.
Pitch black, motherfucker.
That child could be pitch black.
Yes.
If there's not a black woman involved in that shit, you ain't black.
That's why I put the dark ones in their place when they come for me. I be like, bitch, I'm more black than you. Yup. Because some of them be like, I'm dark skinned, but my mother's biracial. And I'm like, bitch, I'm black, you not. They get mad. They be like, colorism. I'm like, bitch, you're white. Get the fuck out of
You're
here.
not, yup. If your mother's white, then technically you're white.
Yeah.
You are.
They get mad. Ones get mad at me. They get mad at me when I say that.
The Bible tells us you are what your father are, is that it's incorrect. Science tells you what your actual ethnicity is based upon the mitochondrial DNA. And so if you have a mitochondrial DNA white mother, you white. That's why that little black Marley, like that little black girl, came up 5 generations before her European. No active ancestry.
I don't give a fuck how dark you are.
5 black fathers.
What they need to do is they got one called Mixed Exoticals. They got a channel called Mixed Exoticals. But what they need to have a channel called the Eve Gene.
Yeah.
Because now we got a whole race of black bitches that are 50 shades darker than me, and they gonna try to talk me because I'm peanut butter, and they gonna try to talk shit to me. I'm like, bitch, I'm more black than you. Have a seat, sweetheart.
If her mother is not black, she is not black.
There you go. And there's a lot of them out there.
That's the truth.
Oh, they coming.
That's why a black woman can have sex with any race of any male on this planet.
But the black Molly Ringwald, as y'all calling her, society's gonna see her, the black woman.
And that child will have that child will be black. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we're talking.
And you see how quiet the niggas are in the manosphere? You see how quiet the manosphere is about? They don't even mention that gene.
And they don't understand genetics.
They don't even mention the E gene on the manosphere. The word is.
Have to. Because she's showing her. That's why all this shit is coming down. All of you black men that were disrespectful to black women, this is why you get your ass handed to you. And that little light-skinned nigga that you fucked with Becky, that you had this son is going all over the basketball court, like Crystal said. And now what he will do is that he'll honor his mother, which is white. He's not going to honor the black side of you, no matter how much men try to stick their sperm and dick in. You are not black unless you have a black mother. Period. End of story.
And they fuck themselves over. And listen, it's too late. We got a nigger in the chat. I'm going to call your fucking monkey ass out. Where you at, nigga? Because they like to hide.
I'm going to get off this live because I'm getting too excited. I don't want to take over your channel.
All right. No, you're not taking it over. You're not taking it over. But I'm going to tell you something. I enjoyed you. You dropped a lot of gems. And I'm telling you, Ray Gibson, you kissing ass in the chat. You all the way calling from St. Kitts. But y'all know y'all fucked up. There's no fixing this, sweetheart.
There's no fixing it now. You fucked up. You genetically fucked shit up, and then want to talk about how black people, it's y'all's fault. Black people, the first ones to dip out, and this is the reason, because guess what? Even if a black man dips out, she still has that E gene. She still carries the essence of God. That's what it really means, Crystal. And so with that, I'm going to hang up. Thank you, Crystal, for allowing me to
I love you, and you are amazing, and you... Girl, please call again one day, okay?
I will. And I'll go back into the chat.
Thank you so much. All right, have a good night. Damn, she dropped gems, y'all. She got more white than I do. And she's brown skinned. See, I said that shit don't matter. Listen. We got a nigga in the chat. We had a white man pop his ass up. His name was Scott. A guy named Scott. He fucked the shit out of me too. I don't think that's him. It doesn't look like him. But Scott said white chocolate is better than white. So we actually have white men that feel, that know what time it is, that we better than Becky. And they will, and they not gonna, but when they get around Becky, they put their mask back on. But when there's no Becky around, they mask comes off. I like black women better. Yeah, I like their skin color. I like their big lips. All of that come out. Right, Scott? I know you laughing with your Budweiser in your hand. Like, oh my gosh, she's calling me out. Yeah, let me see what your last name is. Because you popped your little white ass up.
We got Ray Gibson and we got Scott Hall. And Scott Hall said chocolate is better than white. So that's why you want some black coochie, Scott.
Here we go.
We know you can't stay away from us, sweetheart. But guess what? You are a male creature. And we calling all of y'all out.
And I bet if Scott calls up, she'll have his number and she'll be talking to him, you know, throwing herself at him, offering, you know.
Now, we airing out your dirty laundry, Brad. All right? We telling all your secrets about how you sneak into your daughter's room and touch your little daughter or your stepdaughter. We telling on you. Now, let's go into the comment section and talk about Brad for a bit, shall we? I'm talking about black ass Tyrone. What? Tell us some bad things about Brad. What is Brad known for, sweetheart? What has Brad done as crimes against womanhood? Because one thing you must understand, Scott, okay?
Yeah, they do.
Your
They know all
kind
the
of
right
made
words.
the patriarchy. And we trying to overthrow the patriarchy. But I will say, Scott, all right, that we got black women, we was getting our asses kicked by Tyrone. All right. And some of us, and this, I'm not one of them, all right? But some of us were able to find refuge with your kind. Like Queen of Kings. He kicked her and her 2 sons out. You can't make this up. Queen of Kings got her ass kicked by Tyrone and went running into the arms of a successful Brad. We got Naka and Dom. So you did take some of my sisters in. For that, I must say thank you. But I must warn the world that there are milkmans out there. I was one of the unfortunate people to experience the dark side of the white man.
Oh, so now Dom and Brett are good guys. They're not forcing them to have sex right after they just had a kid. Now they're the good guys. They've oh boy, you will flip the script to whatever you're talking about.
And it's not a nice side to experience. Now, we got somebody in the chat called Doretta. Any of you girls are welcome to call up. Now, if I read a comment, I am going to ask you. You don't have to do it. I don't force anybody to do anything they don't want. But I'm going to call out your name and ask that you call up and expand. If you think that your comment is good, I'll call you out. Ask you, even if you're only on for 30 seconds.
You're not going
Ask
to.
you to explain what you mean in the comment section. If the comment is good. Because Doretta said, what did Doretta say? White men do whatever Becky commands them to do. Very good comment. I would love it if you would call up the show and just drop a gem or two, sweetheart. You don't got to stay long like the other girl. You can say 3 or 4 sentences and keep it moving. The number's 904. Yeah, I'm picking on you, Doretta. 904 209 8586. Somebody put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat. I need a journalist, bitch. Divine Empress Marie, get on your job, sweetheart. Thank you. Doretta, come on. We want to have a good show. That's a very good comment. Brett, white men do whatever Becky commands them to do. That's fucked up. So could it be that we are, I'm confused. Doretta, you need to clear the air, sweetheart. Call up the goddamn show and explain yourself.
There's nothing more need to be added to that.
Should we be mad at Brad or should we be mad at... Because you up here telling us that Becky is giving Brad the commands. So what are we really dealing with here? I need to crack this code desperately. Because at one point I was trying to make a sisterhood with white women. Oh, that's her. I guess that's her. Hello? Hey, Divine. Can you speak into the sweetheart? Must we do this again? All right. There you go. All right. Speak nice and loud, sweetheart. Crack that code for us because Doretta is acting up. Doretta don't want to call the chat. So can you break down? Can you break down what Doretta was saying? That Brad does whatever Becky tells him to do. What does she mean by that?
Like Brad is quick to listen to what Becky says.
So basically, you mean to tell me whatever she says, like if she says don't approach black women.
Oh my goodness, not rocket science.
Listen? Yeah, he definitely would. That's probably.
So we up here blaming Tyrone for them not approaching. Right? Could it be that Becky's doing this shit?
No, it's that Brad doesn't want to date you, or Brad don't date black women. Stop putting it on Becky or Tyrone. Damn.
Tyrone might be part of the problem, but Becky, you need to blame Becky too.
Oh shit. Damn. So you saying it's both of them?
Yeah, Becky is like the female version of Tyrone.
Damn. And they dating each other, they fucking each other, they walking around Walmart with each other.
It's funny how like Becky can end up with Tyrone and he will still be mad at Brad. I mean, not he. She will still be mad with it. Can
you talk louder? You sound low. Talk louder, sweetheart.
She would still be mad if
Look at Celestial Knight's comment right there, y'all, if y'all can read it.
Now, we got Celestial Knight, right? And Celestial Knight said that Becky got Brad under a spell.
I don't know how these Becky's doing. Like, how did they get him under a spell?
Now, it's Jasmine said Becky probably knew she couldn't get rid of him, so she made the best of it. What are you trying to say, that she couldn't get rid of Brad? Or
yeah, and I also want to say something like I feel like the stuff that Brad does, like some of these Brads do to black women, they wouldn't do to Becky. Like some of these Brads keep playing us for real. Like Brad is my first preference, but like I know what some of these Brads be doing, and I'm gonna call it out. I've had a lot of Brads, like they weren't like they just rejected me. Like they didn't reject me outright, but like they dated other girls while knowing that I was interested, and he was dating the Becky. Well, one of them was dating the Becky while knowing that I liked him. The other was.
And like I said, just because you like a man doesn't mean he has to like you back. Brad, I liked him, but he was dating the Becky. Maybe because he dates white women. Oh my God, Empress Ari. Oh my goodness, she about one of the dumbest ones. Oh my goodness.
So you saying that Brad does us dirty?
Yeah, sometimes. They be doing us dirty for sure. I don't know if Becky just teaches stuff like,
So when Brad does us dirty, Becky be laughing.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
They will do us dirty for Becky. Like they probably wouldn't do this to Becky, or maybe they would, but like to Becky, they would probably just tell her, oh, I'm not interested or something like that. But no, to us black women, like I feel like if I wasn't a black woman, I would get treated like that. Like they would be dating girls knowing that I'm interested in them. Like it's fine.
So you saying that Brad doesn't approach you, he treats you like shit, and if you were a different race, he wouldn't do that?
Yeah, there's plenty of Beckys around me that are in relationships. Black women,
are with Tyrone or well, actually, yeah, most of them are with Tyrone. I don't know many black women that are with like Latinos or Asian men. I do know one black woman that did like that, but other than that, no.
What do you have to say about those white men that
They're all talking about how she's naive and certain white guys will always stick to dating white women, blah blah blah, so on and so on. I mean, why don't they just tell her that, hell, admit it to themselves that not all white guys will date black women just because black women want to date them or any race? This is just ridiculous. She just so stuck on getting a white guy. She wants her best friend to be Asian. She said that earlier. Phew, damn, I've just never heard such stupidity in my life.
be like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, white privilege. I ain't got no white privilege. I had somebody tell me that. I had a Brad tell me, I bust my ass. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't get social privilege. What do you have to say about those white men that say that?
It's crazy. They definitely know about white privilege. They're playing dumb.
Oh shit.
And I'm gonna reply to be glad. I mean, not celestial nice comment. She said, "Be glad those guys rejected you. He didn't leave you with an STD kid." I mean, that is true, but it does hurt you though. Like, I wish they would have just told me they were innocent instead of just going behind my back. I mean, not behind my back.
All right, I'm gonna help you out, sweetheart, because you stuck. All right. Now you seem a little bit lost on that subject of why Brad is not approaching. Now remember what I said about the white privilege, and they play dumb about the white. You said they play dumb about the white privilege, like it doesn't exist. The reason why they reject you, sweetheart, is because they're very aware of the white privilege, and they think by fucking with you, they're letting it go down a couple of notches. It's the same thing with me. When I was in the hood and I didn't want to fuck with no dark-skinned dudes. I didn't want to have, I only talked to the light-skinned ones because I didn't want to give up my privilege. You see, I know it sounds fucked up and I'm not that light-skinned, but I want y'all to realize there's levels to this shit. You got people that, like the Dominicans. The Dominicans don't want to talk to darker people because they don't want their kids to be dark. They gonna go with the whitest thing. That's how it is, sweetheart. So maybe that's what Brad is doing. Maybe Brad don't want to give up that white privilege, and he don't want to give up by going with you. People go, oh, you the black girl, like you couldn't get a white one, you couldn't get a.
Yeah, Brad cares so much about what other people think.
He cares what people think about him.
Yeah, also, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad because he rejected me. I'm mad with the way he went about it. Like, it just felt disrespectful to me.
Y'all look at her comments.
But yeah, he definitely cares all about his white privilege and stuff. He's all about his status.
And they don't want to give it up. And I think when they go out with black women,
I'm behind about 12 minutes, but look at her comments later on. The chat is live. She's on the phone right now, but look at Divine Empress Ari's comments.
With some of them are aware, especially the old school ones in their 40s, they're aware people are gonna look at me and say, oh, you got the black girl. You couldn't get any better than that. You have to get a black woman. You got a Shaniqua.
It takes a very brave white man to get with a black woman. A white man that doesn't care what other people think and just believes that love is.
Miss Desire Independence told her in the chat, if a guy, white guy wants you, he will let you know. And she responds, not really. She is so dead set on the fact that she wants a white guy. She sees one that she likes and he's supposed to like her. I think she got in trouble because she asked one at her job if he had a girlfriend, and I think he got her in trouble with some sexual harassment complaint or something. So she needs to get out the crystal swirls she need help.
Love is love.
Now we had Queen of Kings, right? And I see a lot of shit be going over y'all head, right?
Queen of Kings.
Queen of Kings, man, did a video.
Jade says, Ari, therapy is always an option. Oh, help this girl.
Where he was surrounded by a bunch of Beckys who are obviously worshiping him because he's tall, he look like a Viking. But here's the thing, and he said, and I chose her. Y'all saw that one?
I know who Queen of Kings is.
Yeah, but did y'all see the one where he posed with a bunch of Beckys and he said everybody was telling me what to do or what script to follow, and he said I chose my queen. So he thought he sounded smart saying that, but in reality, if you look at it, he was trying to say, bitch, I could have followed the script. I could have followed the script. I gave up my white privilege. I could have followed the script.
She's with that bald bearded white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know who they are. It took me a second.
Yeah, it took me a second. Because in one way he was complimenting her, but in another way he was kind of like saying, yeah, bitch, I gave up a lot to be with your black ass.
You don't believe who?
You know what I'm saying? I gave up approval, validation to be with you.
Yeah.
Who says he gave up anything?
And I
and whose
admire that
approval
dude,
does
Brett,
he need?
because Brett, he took on her black ass sons. Now, a lot of people admire the way that Brett handles her sons. He's very fatherly towards them. You know, so you do got white men that are they're writers. He's a writer. He could have said, bitch, take them black ass boys and give them back to their father. He could have said that. He could have said, I'll be with you if you give your sons back to their father. And we could start our own family. He could have totally said that shit.
And what kind of man would he be if he said some shit like that?
Yeah.
So she got a real one with that motherfucker.
Regal, to be honest, I kind of don't like seeing black women with unattractive white men because it makes you think like, oh, is that all we could get? Like, sure, but
oh shit! Say that louder, because you be dropping gems and you be saying in that little tiny voice.
I said like, I sometimes hate seeing.
Yes, Klingon. Yes,
sorry,
yes,
sorry.
yes.
I'm tongue twisted. I hate seeing black women with unattractive white men because I be thinking like that's all we can get. Like,
so that's why you so into looks. Oh, I understand you. I understand you better now. I'm glad you said that. I am glad you said that. Because a lot of black women, you know, it's been so bad out here for black women that they say, damn, as long as he's white, at least I get the white privilege. So what, he's not good looking. At least I get the white privilege. But you feel like, damn, I mean, it's an insult as a black woman, like, that's all we could get? Like, we got to get the ugly ones, the fat ones, the old ones. We can't get the good looking ones like Becky?
yeah, my ex was an unattractive white guy, and I felt pressure to get with him. Of course, that's a different story, but like, yeah, I'm not doing that no more. If I'm not attracted to him, I'm not dealing with him.
If you felt pressure to be with some ugly guy, that's not pressure. That's you being thirsty. And the only person who put that on you is yourself, because you're that fucking desperate that you want a white guy so bad you took the first one that said yes to you. This girl needs to get off oh my, where are her parents? Because they are failing you right now, Ari.
Because you do know that good-looking white men, I don't give a fuck if he don't got a lot of resources.
Oh, yeah, she going to get used
The good-looking ones are at the top of the food chain. Let's just keep it real.
I mean, she's already harassing them at work. Child.
Can we please not lie to ourselves?
Yeah.
Good-looking brads that look like Queen of King's husband, girl, they are at the top of the food chain.
And you can't reach.
Husband, he's like not my type.
Talk nice and loud. We cannot hear you. You did this on the last live.
Queen of King's husband, he's not my type, but of course, like you may find him good looking, but maybe it's because he's older. I don't know.
Ari, stop it. Stop it, Ari. You know good and damn well, if that man wasn't with Rose, you would smash, okay?
Oh, she's 19 years old. I don't know how old Brett is. I'm guessing late 30s, early 40s. And now you're telling me, oh, if he wasn't with Rose, you would smash. So you're okay with that young, naive ass Ari with Brett. But then you had a problem with Sasha and Maestro when they were both talking to each other. It was consensual. You had a problem with that relationship. You had a problem with that one, and now you're pushing this dumbass one right here. Oh, it's all good when you approve, right? It's good when you approve it.
Okay.
So he's not your type.
Yeah.
You. So what is your type?
Like, how do I describe it? Like, maybe, I don't know if you know who John Eric Hexum is, but he's more my type.
Who? Say it nice and loud.
John Eric Hexum.
Okay. So you like him slim, with just enough muscle, cute little face. I got you.
I have a feeling Crystal doesn't know who he is. She just kind of described the opposite of Brett. Because I've heard that name before, but I'm not really sure who he is either. But I've heard that name.
Yeah.
Somebody says Ari sounds kind of insecure.
She is.
I'm not trying to be mean. She keeps thinking and talking about these white men wanting her. Oh my God. What do you have to say to that, Ari?
I mean, maybe a little. Like, I do have my insecure moments, but who doesn't? I'm not really insecure right now, but like, I just don't like how these guys did me. Like, I'm still kind of upset about it because that was just rude. But yeah, and also like, sure, it might make me feel a bit insecure, but like that's reasonable. And I wouldn't even do that to them. Like, I wouldn't just date other guys and not tell them that I'm not interested. I would just, if I'm not interested in the guy, I would just tell him right away.
Well, Celestial Knight said,
if I'm not interested in God, I would just tell him right away. You got guys who are not interested in you. They don't have to tell you. If you see him with Becky, that should tell you something right there. I mean, ooh, I'm not insecure. Ooh, wow. Naive.
Celestial Knight said men don't like insecure women.
I'm not insecure. Well,
what show is he on, Brown?
Moments, I'm not always insecure.
Well, here's my thing. You are very attractive. You're skinny, and you know Brad likes him skinny.
Stop telling her that. Stop telling you just feeding the flame. Brad likes him skinny. Brad likes him skinny. Well, apparently the Brads that she has ran into do not like her. Stop. Oh Lord. The women in the chat are the only ones that have some damn sense on this subject right here. Crystal, no. Brad likes him skinny. Brad likes him skinny. You keep feeding that fucking flame. That's why she keeps going on like that. She's gonna gas to the fire. Gas to the fire.
Got just enough curves, big titties, So what's the problem, Ari?
Her
Maybe I
brain.
keep chasing after the wrong guys. Well, and I do sometimes attract guys that just that are cute, but they just be wanting sex. They don't be taking me seriously.
Well, Celestial Knight said men pick that in. Celestial Knight, call up the chat, sweetheart.
Well, you make them take you seriously, but they also smell your desperation, and they don't plan on being with you because I mean, sheesh, this girl, and I think she lives in upstate New York. I don't know. Did she say she was a virgin? Mm, shit. I don't know. The first two, she gonna end up pregnant in a couple of years. She's just stupid.
I want you guys to talk. Maybe you could give her some pointers of what she's doing wrong, or girl, save Ari, sweetheart.
Yeah, y'all in the chat, save Ari because Crystal, she can't. She don't know how to she can't save you. She don't know nothing about keeping a man.
Because I've tried many times. Maybe you could talk to her. You guys are close in age. Call up the chat, Celestial.
I mean, like, Celestial Knight, you're cool and everything, but I wouldn't, like, to say I'm insecure, that's kind of like, I don't know. I just don't like that.
Just because you don't like the word insecure, although you said you are sometimes, that's what you are. I mean, that's what you are. I can't wait to hear her story about how she got finessed, pumped and dumped. I don't want it to happen, but it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be here to listen. And I hope y'all are here too.
Well, she said that I'm waiting for her to call. She said that white men pick up on that energy and they run away.
Okay, I'm gonna reply to Doretta's comment. Does that color feel hurt when she's brat with an Asian woman? I mean, I wouldn't, like, maybe if he's like a really cute brat, that's my type, but I don't feel like,
You know what bothers me? You know what bothers me? When Brad is with Ming Ling, you know, and it's like, when it comes to black women, he says, oh, I didn't know you were into white guys. But he don't got that energy for Ming Ling.
Right. Some Ming Lings are into white guys.
Is there anybody that wants to call up the chat? We give you the caller number and mentor Empress B about Brad. Because this has been a long time coming, that she's been, you know, having this thing with Brad that he doesn't approach. She feels some type of way about him. She feels like maybe if she wasn't black, he would not treat her this way. We got somebody in the chat called Jade and Chocolatine. So if any of you girls, even if it's Jasmine, anybody can call up and school this girl on Brad, sweetheart. Because she's young. I don't want her to get hurt, sweetheart. I'm tired of seeing her complain about, because anybody want to save the day and call it.
Why don't you just make an oil for her and then she can put it all over herself and that way she can attract the right guy? How would you do that? Ari, go to Florida and get that massage by Crystal, and then, you know, Mr. Right will come along. It'll only cost you, what did she say? The first half hour, $80? Yeah. Or needs to stop taking advice from people on the internet. Yeah. I don't see how this girl have any friends. Or she's the dumb one of the group.
The chat. Hold on. We got a call. You got company. Hold on. Hello? Celestial. Celestial.
Hey. What I was trying to say was when men could pick up the instant energy, they're going to run away because men love confident women. Because they can see body language. If you slump, if you don't have a, if you always frowning, always looking like you get sad all the time, they're going to be like, oh, she looks like a downer. I don't want to deal with her. I'm going to just go over there somewhere else. They pick it up. Because I used to be like that, and then would talk to me until I started getting more confidence and smiling more and being more outgoing.
Well, we got Sister Butcher. Sister Butcher, what's up, baby? She said they tried their best, and I know you could agree with this. They tried their best not to acknowledge Black women. I noticed it. They try to make a Black woman go out of her way to be noticed. That's fucked up. Yo, you are not lying. You are not lying, Sister Butcher. They go out of their way to make us go. It's almost like, girl, it's almost like they.
I don't know what's going. They so thirsty for God. It's ridiculous. All of them, every last one of them, with complaints. The Brad that they want or that they see doesn't want them or don't date out. And so now, oh, Brad's making us do all this. Clearly, you're just going after the wrong Brad. Plain and simple. You're just going after the wrong Brad.
They want to take away our last shred of dignity and make us be the man. I think they want to make themselves feel like the prize. Because with Becky, they can't get that out of Becky, right? Because they put her on a pedestal. But they said, oh, you Black girls need help. You're worshiping me. Yeah, I know you like me. I know I'm cute. I know I'm white. I know I got it going on. I know you like me. My blue eyes, my light brown hair. I know you can see my dick print through my gray sweatshirts. I'm hot. Yeah, Black girl. I know you see me. And they like you're not a girl sometimes. Like, I've seen, and I'm not even talking about myself because I'm on the fat side. You know, all right, I get it. I take that L. But I'm talking about nice looking Black women in the supermarket. I be watching this shit, right? They got their fucking shopping cart. She got on her high heels. You could tell she's some type of secretary or some type of important job. You know what I'm saying? And she's looking professional and pretty, hair done nice. And Brad, you could see he notices her, but he's playing hard to get. He acts like he don't notice, and all the other, Tyrone breathing down her neck, and Brad acting like he don't see her. This shit is embarrassing.
Or Brad probably don't want to date her, or Brad perhaps is, you know, maybe he's intimidated, maybe she's, you know, too much for him, or whatever the case may be. I'm so sick of these damn excuses for why y'all cannot understand that just because you want a man, whatever fucking race he is, just because you want him, it don't mean he's gonna want you. Just like there are some men out there that you don't want to mess with. For those of y'all who ain't, you know, who are able to be picky, which apparently most of y'all you can't because you're complaining about all of them. If you could be picky, you would be complaining about all of them.
Listen, I'm sorry. We cannot win. How are we supposed to win? You got anything to say about this shit? Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, get your fat ass off the couch and get into the race.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I would say, you know what, maybe it depends on which area you're in, because, I don't know, in my area, once you say hi, then they open up like a book. It just depends on the situation.
I think if it's a crowd, like if you're standing on a supermarket line, or if you're in a social setting, they think that people are looking at them. I noticed that Brad is more bold if he's by himself. If he's by himself and there's nobody around, he'll say something. But if there's people looking, that nigga ain't gonna say shit.
not like for an Asian girl. Like I'm more so like I have to admit I do get a bit jealous when I see any other race of woman that's not black with a black guy that's my type. But when I see a black woman with a that's my type, then I'll be like, because it gives me hope.
I don't know. I think it's playing a game with us, y'all. They know our situation with Tyrone. And Chung-Li's not even... I've seen black women with Asian men. It's not that often, but you do see it. You don't see Asian men at all with Shaniqua.
Yeah, I don't really see Asian men or Asian women.
What?
I don't know. I don't really see white women with Asian.
Well, it depends on your area. In my area, I see that. Maybe it could be different in your area. There's not.
I think I see that once though. But yeah,
it's where I'm at.
Well, I will see an Asian man. I don't really see Asian men with white women. Now, Asian men worship white women, but Becky ain't fucking with Chung-Li like that. Unless he's paid, he's a full provider, and he got businesses. She'll fuck with him then. But for the most part, they don't fuck with Asian men.
Yeah, they don't.
I honestly want Becky to get with Asian men. Like, I just want all these women to just go for like men that aren't white, so we can have more white men.
Oh my God. She wants all the women to take the ugly ones or whoever so they can have more for them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's pitiful. Ari is straight pitiful. She's just straight pitiful.
Well, there's enough to go around, young lady. The thing is, they're not approaching. They're just looking. They're acting scared. I don't know where this is coming from. I can't tell you. I don't know if they're getting directions from Tyrone or Becky. I don't know what the white man's problem is.
They're not interested.
He under a spell.
What?
He's under a spell.
Now we got collective... We got collective energy. I want to do a little something right now.
Oh, yeah, collective energy is another subject. Probably is right. Yeah. Who said collective energy?
I said it.
Okay.
Now, we got the Naker out the chat. His name was Ray Gibson. Bye, Naker. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, you trickster. He said good night. Bye, Felicia. The fuck? Now that the ape is gone, now we could do some shit, right? I want everybody to close your eyes. We're going to do some witchcraft. Everybody close your eyes and visualize, at the same damn time, visualize white men chasing after you the way Tyrone did. Begging for your number, being nice to you, offering to pay for your groceries, asking for your phone number, being nice, kissing your ass. I want everybody at the same time to visualize that. He's chasing you down the street, asking for your number. This is a very powerful spell. This is more powerful than all the candles that I've ever lit up because we got 44 people watching. And out of those 44, let's say 39 of them are real, the rest of them are just lurkers or trolls. But about 39 of y'all out of 43, close your eyes and visualize that shit happening. And, they're kissing our ass and they're like, oh, I really like black girls. I'm approaching. They're asking for the good looking ones. Let's be specific. The good-looking ones, the ones with resources, the ones with money, the ones who are not crazy. We only want the ones that are sane, providers. Imagine them approaching. Are y'all doing that? Now, this is more powerful than anything that I could do with a candle by myself. Now, Khadija says Tyrone ruined our reputation. Now, I want you to visualize again. Brad and Tyrone are no longer friends. Come on. Brad and Tyrone hate each other. They you know, Brad's ego kicks in. He doesn't like the jokes that Tyrone makes, that he can't play basketball as good as...
Yeah, I hope that I can visualize that happening. Instead, like, if Brad wants to be friends with someone of a different...
Ain't none of them divested. All this begging and pleading. They don't like us. They must be listening to Tyrone. Yada, 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 yada. Every last one of these women, including Trayvon Foxton, want a man. All of them. But they're just mad because the man that they want, or the race of man or whatever they want, don't want to talk to them. And it's always somebody else's fault instead of just looking in the mirror and saying, okay, he didn't like me, his loss, I'll move on to the next one. Nope, they want to be stuck on why he don't like me, why that. It's Tyrone's fault. It's Becky's fault. I'm sick of this shit. Ugh, man. I could never, ever have weak-minded friends like this. Never. Never.
Right? So be friends with Jose or Tariq. No. He needs to be friends with other Tyrones.
Now, we still got Tyrone in the chat.
No, I said...
Didn't I tell you the 8 didn't leave? Tyrone is still here. So we're going to do some witchcraft for you, Ray Gibson, because you said goodbye, bitch, and you still here, sweetheart. So what we're going to do, we're going to envision, right? We're going to envision whatever evil eye that you're throwing out at this spell, it's going to go back to you, sweetheart. And it's going to manifest in the form of you not getting no pussy. Every girl that you go up to, we got collective energy, y'all. It's very powerful what we doing. Whatever girl you go up to, she's not going to be interested. She's going to see you as being ugly. Now, look what he said. Host, please don't do that to me. I'm not a bad person. You are fucking up the energy. You know good and damn well you don't want Brad to approach us, bitch. And I knew your funky ass was going to come here and block the shit. So I got a spell for you, motherfucker. I didn't say you wasn't a good person, but you are the enemy. Let's just keep it funky. Your kind is fucking our shit up. So anybody that's watching this live that is jinxing the witchcraft spell that I just did is going to manifest in the form of you not getting no pussy. Close your eyes, everybody, and visualize Ray Gibson not getting no pussy. Every girl that he tries to talk to, no, thank you. She's going to see him as being like Beauty in the...
Well, don't worry about it, because I don't like pussy.
Beast. She's going to see you as ugly. Do not bring your ass over here when I'm doing my witchcraft, sweetheart.
Oh, shit.
Now, ladies, now you could get the smoke if you want, sir. Okay? And when you come back crying, witchcraft does work, especially in large numbers.
No, it don't.
If you come back crying, Crystal, whatever you did, can you take it off? Girls and girls. I can't even get a girl to give me her number. What did you do? You shouldn't interfere with what you don't know about.
I'm just waiting on one spell to work. One measly spell I'm waiting to work. Seriously, one.
Now we're going to do a spell. If you throwing any evil out or jinxes at it, it's going to manifest in the form of you not getting pussy. No girls, no pussy. Indefinitely. That means that could be forever. Now, you insist on being here, so I guess you ain't gonna get no pussy. Back to business, ladies. Brad is chasing you down the street. Oh my God, you're beautiful. Can I get your number? His shirt open at the collar. He got on a white shirt, business shirt, looked like he just came from a business meeting. He got on khakis. He got on casual shoes. He's like, yeah, I belong to a consulting firm. You know, we're very successful, and yeah, that's my sports car over there. What's your name? Ari, what a pretty name. Yeah. So we asking the Divine Mother Feminine only send, even though I said male divest, but I know that there are some, I'm very practical. I know that you girls are young and some of you are going to want to date. So we are taking off all witchcraft that anybody has put a curse on Black women, that white men, Asian men, good-looking men of quality do not approach. We are breaking. Everybody envision chains breaking. Close your...
Somebody named Brendan says, "Are you trans?" If y'all can see the chat, I got her chat rolling on my screen.
Eyes and envision chains wrapped around a Black woman, right? Yeah. Picture those chains breaking. And as soon as the chains break, Brad comes running up to us and hugs us. He's kissing us all over our face. He loves us. So we, from this point on, you are going to see a difference in Brad approaching Black from this point on after we do this spell. I'm asking the Divine
We've been saying this.
Mother Feminine for your blessings on this spell. I know you said male divest. We only want to deal with male creatures that are in their right mind.
Hold up, Crystal. The Divine Mother said divest, and you're like, but you're going against the Divine Mother. You're going against her wishes.
They're not dangerous. They have empathy. They have money. They have good looks, big dicks, and no diseases. Kind hearts. All right? We want good-looking ones. All right? Average to good-looking. Chasing Black women down the street, noticing us. We're casting a spell. They're going to see us as being the most beautiful girls in the world, whether we're fat, skinny, old, pretty, it doesn't matter. All right? So we're asking your blessings, Divine Mother, for this spell to work. Now we're going to have a spell where Brad doesn't notice Becky. I'll wait. The same shit you did to us, bitch, we gonna do to you now. Nobody's gonna miss you. Nobody's gonna come up to you. And now Brad is gonna look at you and he's gonna, instead of making fun of our wigs and our braids, he's gonna be looking at your stringy hair where you can see through the scalp. He's gonna not want that anymore. He's gonna say, I don't really like girls. They're pasty like mayonnaise. I like the black ones. Where the Black girls at?
Never gonna happen. And I can't believe these women sitting here listening to this bullshit. I mean, you gotta cast spells to get people to like you, whether you're fast, ugly, this. You want Brad, you got this list that Brad's gotta be all this, and you just be a lump of mass. And he's supposed to like that shit?
So we casting a spell. We are in the image of the Divine Mother.
Hey, Joe.
So we have direct access to her.
Yeah,
so, Mommy God, we don't want these nigger males running up to us. Send them in the direction of Becky and Mingling and Maria. Go that way, nigger. And Brad, Jose, and Chung Lee, and the Native American gorgeous men, and the ones from the South Pacific Islands, come to us. Close your eyes, ladies. This is happening. It is guaranteed to work.
No, it is not.
Now we're gonna power up the spell. How do we do that, Crystal? I'll show you. Right now, as surely as there are toilets flushing all over the world, that is the shit called witchcraft. Bad witchcraft that was put on Black women for these good quality men not to approach us. So that's going down the toilet. Right now as we speak, somebody's taking a shit. And that shit represents the witchcraft that was put on black women. Down the toilet it goes. Now imagine all of the toilets across the world flushing right now. Do you see what that's called active magic, sweetheart? It's happening right now.
It's called an active imagination. That's what it's called.
As we speak, somebody's taking a shit, and the shit represents the what? The curse that they put on black women. That we're alone, that Brad doesn't like us, doesn't approach us. We're flushing it down the toilet. It's guaranteed to work because there's maybe even billions of toilets flushing right now. Imagine that type of, so we flushing that shit away. Now, the second part of the spell. Now that we flushed away the bad, which is Brad not approaching, Brad, good Brad, not busted Brad, good Brad with the money, the resources, good looking, yeah. The ones we like.
I recall she already did this spell. She already did this spell several weeks ago. That Brad was going to like them no matter what they look like, blah, blah, blah. She already did this spell.
Drug, disease, and drama-free. Now that we flushed that image away, now we're going to start the second part of the spell, which is people across the world lighting up their stoves. They're cooking, right? So whatever they're cooking, that symbolizes the recipe of Brad approaching black women. It's heating up, right? It's heating up.
No.
It's steamy.
It means dinner's
it's hot.
ready.
It's delicious, right? And it's a delicious recipe for Brad to be served on a platter to us. And he's going to approach us. So now, just as surely as there are people across the earth cooking delicious food, that is what, and the delicious food represents what? White men approaching us, liking us, giving us his money, being generous, being nice.
And one of my mods, please open that message. I gotta go in my settings later and change it so I can do it. One of y'all, please do that for me. Thanks.
And being what? Attentive and starstruck. He's gonna treat us like we're a celebrity, and it's what? Permanent. It's never gonna end. So if you agree with this spell, and you want to add your energy to the spell, let's heat things up in the chat. Put some flames up. Put some flames up to guarantee that the spell is going to work. Let's go, ladies. Not everybody wants to male divest. Some of you actually want a good Brad. A nice Brad like the Queen of Kings got. You can.
Will somebody open that message, please?
You can have that.
That comment.
That's it. That's the only flame I see. Let's go, ladies. You are your girls. Do you want a Brad kissing your ass and waiting on you hand and foot and eating your pussy and paying your bills? If that is the route you want to take, this is only for the girls that do not want to male divest. They actually want a man. I'm not so crazy about them right now. But for those girls that want one, girl, put your flames in the chat. I'll go with this spell. I wouldn't mind the Brad paying my bills and eat my pussy. I wouldn't mind that at all. So ladies.
Do I have a moderator? Would y'all open that message, please?
Put the flames in the goddamn chat so the spell can work. You fucking out shit up. I'm gonna call your fucking ass out. Jade, why I don't see no flames? It's Jasmine. Oh, God. Khadijah Francis, where's your flame, sweetheart? They male divested. They don't want to be bothered. They've seen enough from male creatures. But you ladies, Celestial Night, Chocolatine, Jade is acting up. Okay. Chocolatine, she's sitting on the fence a little bit, but She kind of wants that. Okay. She's a little bit disgusted with them, but she hasn't given up hope. All right? Let me call out some more names. Stone Virgo, what happened? Stone Virgo, what happened? Jay tapped out. She don't want to be bothered. Let me see who else is in here. Doretta, what happened, sweetheart? Oh, my God. Not everybody wants a man. Not everybody wants one. I don't. I guess that's it. I guess it's only a few girls that want to be bothered with these male creatures. Damn, y'all are mad at men. Ooh, child.
They don't want to say.
Y'all are mad at them. Y'all. Stone Virgo said, "I got toys." All right, so but you can't say we didn't cast a spell. Now this is your homework assignment, ladies. Pay attention. From this point on. If you notice, if you see an increase in Brad's approaching, you see an increase in Black women, non-Black man couples, let me know. All right? Celestial night.
You're welcome.
Bye. I did that spell for my little girls. Because I know they're young. They just started their life. They don't want to see them with Tyrone. I'd rather see them alone or with Brad. All right? And it's kind of depressing that you're alone and you're only 23 years old, 25 years old, 20 years old. That's a little bit depressing, don't you think? So these girls, they want to date. They're interested in the opposite sex. And it would be kind of fucked up to just leave them out there like that. I live my life. I'm 48 years old. If I want to be in a house with two cats crawling all over me, that's my business. But these girls, they need a little bit of help. So that's why I did a spell for them. So they won't feel depressed and sad that Brad is not approaching. Because I know we had a Tyrone in the chat. Didn't I tell y'all Tyrone is watching us? That's why I did. And then he got scared of my witchcraft. And he said, "Oh, Crystal, I'm a good guy. Don't do that spell. I'm not a bad person." No, motherfucker. I know you was jinxing. I know you was jinxing, motherfucker. I know you was thinking, "I hope Brad don't never approach you Black bitches." I know you was thinking that. You smiling in my face. What's his name? You smiling in my face, sir. Ray Gibson. But you don't want Brad to be approaching us and chasing us down the street and getting our number and giving us money. You don't want that shit. But the fact that you sitting here acting like you down with the cause, stop it, sweetheart. All right? I see through your bullshit. And if you threw a jinx at this spell that I cast, you're not going to get no pussy. Divine Mother don't give him nothing. Whatever girl that he got, interesting, she not gonna want to fuck him. You fuck our shit up, we gonna fuck your shit up. That's how this works. So you can run your ass over here if you want to. I have a very close connection with the Divine Mother. So you better hope and pray that you didn't run your ass over here and try to jinx the spell I just did. Ladies, let's get back to the topic at hand because I'm about to end this live. All right?
Good.
I'm very heartbroken at the Uber driver that got shot in the head and left 4 children. And she begged for her life. And Tyrone didn't give a fuck and he shot her anyway. All right? We're not happy with Tyrone. We're putting him on blast. We're showing all of the fucked up things that Tyrone does. And the fact that,
But it was Becky,
the
though.
good ones, like Ray Gibson, we not differentiating none of you motherfuckers now. Because you letting motherfuckers like that fuck your shit up. You're not speaking out against it. You guys stick together to become Crips and Bloods and sell drugs. Very organized when it comes to that. But when it comes to protesting against the murder of women and mothers and children, you're quiet. That's why I don't respect you motherfuckers. Now, Jasmine Davis, sweetheart, She says white and Asian men got a lot of money. Let's do one more spell. Y'all ready? Let's do a spell where the men with resources want black women. They don't care if she's fat, skinny, ugly,
You just
old,
did that.
pretty. Men of other races. Come on, I need your energy. Visualize, close your eyes and visualize. Quality men of other races that have the resources, that own the businesses, the gas stations, the stores, you know, the infrastructure. They like black women. Every time a black woman goes into their store, they're trying to get with her in a serious way.
Yeah. Hey, Cam, will you open up that message, please? The one that's held for review.
Hey, not just a sexual way. I want y'all to envision black women getting wifed up by men of other races that own businesses. And this is going to be a big, Divine Mother, I need your help on this. It's going to be a big number of black women. So many black women, this is going to happen to all over the United States. Maybe even all over the world. That people are noticing, oh my God, all these non-black men have a black wife. So we want that type of energy. We want the resources. Fuck the dick. The dick is it's okay, but we want the resources, sweetheart. We want these male creatures with
I don't know either. It doesn't say. It's just a. I don't see it. I don't know who it is. Never mind.
Resources to chase down black women. We want to see black women. If it doesn't work out and you get a divorce,
probably disappear.
You're well taken care of. All right. We want to see the every 5-hour club go away, Divine Mother. Make it magically go away. We want black women to not be killed every 5 hours. Okay. Now, just to show you how serious we are. The males that are killing black women every 5 hours, we're reversing it. Make them get killed every 5 hours. Huh? Since you want to pick on my numbers, bitch, I'm going to pick on yours. Take them out every 5 hours, sweetheart. I don't give a fuck if you do it supernaturally. Take them up out of here. So we're going to replace the 5-hour club of black women. We're going to replace it with naked males, the ones that are doing the killings. How about that? We're going to, thank you, Stone Virgo. We're going to do a return to sender on black males that are killing us. Okay? We're going to do a return to sender. So there's not going to be, I rebuke it in the name of the Divine Mother of the goddess Hecate. I rebuke it. There is no such thing as the every 5-hour club. I'm speaking it into existence. That bullet, that knife, that weapon that is formed against that black woman shall not prosper. Return to sender. In the name of the divine Mother Feminine, we bow, we worship you, we respect you, we love you. No weapon formed against black women shall prosper. The motherfuckers that are taking us out, I want you to magically take them out instead. And before he gets a chance to kill that black woman that's on death's list, take his ass up out of here. I said what I said. Kill the killer before he gets a chance to kill. Let me repeat that, because we're doing some powerful fucking witchcraft up in this motherfucker. Kill the killer before he gets a chance to kill. We are taking back our power, Divine Mother. No more no more going to foster care because your mother got killed. We're done. Take off the curse and put it in reverse. Take off the curse and put it in reverse. Take off the curse and put it in reverse. Let me say it a few more times till I get to number 8. Take off the curse and put it in reverse. Take off the curse and put it in reverse. Take off the curse and put it in reverse. Now, their numbers are gonna go down. And Black women, we want to have an invisible shield. We want to be bulletproof. Can you do that for us, sweetheart? No weapon formed against us shall penetrate the auric
I think she only said it 6
field
times.
that is around our bodies.
Thanks for the views, likes, and emojis, y'all. Thank you.
Now that we got that out there, we're going to see a difference in our numbers. We're going to see Tyrone's numbers go up in terms of murder. We reversed the curse back onto Tyrone. So before he gets a chance to kill us, one of his kind is going to take him out. I said what I said. That's the witchcraft I'm putting on this motherfucker. That's what we doing. I'm not sure what's going on in the chat. We got a disgruntled Brielle Knox's Rage Recovery Clinic says, I only support Black women that appreciate me. And I know when I'm being hated on and disrespected. From here on out, I'm only supporting and cash shopping Black women who know how to appreciate Black women, even when they don't agree. I have no idea what you girls are doing in the chat. I don't care to know, because I am doing some very powerful witchcraft. All right? We don't got time for fussing and fighting. We're casting a spell that's going to take us out of hell, away from Tyrone and into the arms of non-Black men that are drama, disease, and drug-free. That's what we doing over here. We don't give a fuck about no corny shit going on in the chat. Now, I'm going to say goodnight to all my girls. Pay attention. Look around you. You're going to start to see the effects of the spell. And when you do, please text me at 904-209-8586 and let me know, oh my God, Crystal, the spell is working. I just saw a Black woman, non-Black man couple. Oh, Crystal, the spell is working. I just had Brad's ask me for my number. They followed me. I want to hear it. Quadratic equation, I'm with you. Hispanic males especially are included. It's not just Brad. It's Hispanic males, Asian males, white males, non-Black males, period.
Yeah.
Now, I know, Tyrone, you mad. The fuck you. You know what I'm talking about, nigga. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Your witchcraft don't work, bitch. Because I had a friend, and I'm not going to say her name out of respect, but I had a friend of mine that was in the magic store buying herbs, and she noticed that Tyrone was hanging out with Brad. So we know that you motherfucker are witchcraft on us to keep Brad away from us. We know that. So that's why I did the spell I did. So if you are a Black male
Ridiculous.
or anybody, even if it's a Becky, if you try to jinx whatever we did tonight, it's going to result in bad things for you. Things are not going to go good in your life. So you can fuck around and find out. We're not playing. All right? We are taking the game back. Now, ladies, that's the end of my live.
Ooh.
I appreciate everybody that joined me. Everybody that's watching. Can you please drop $1? I didn't say 2, bitch. Go over to $ Crystal Swirlz with a Z 8. $ Crystal Swirlz with an 8 at the end, with a Z at the end. $ Crystal Swirlz 8. drop $1. Now I'm gonna see who follows my directions. All right.
You paid
Because
your
I got
bills.
32 people watching me. If I could make at least $30 off this live, that's a fucking good live. I could buy my groceries. I could relax a little bit.
See? Pay her bills.
So drop $1. $1. I'm gonna see who follows instructions. And you cannot say, oh, I'm broke. Bitch, it's $1.
Well, bitch, how come you don't have your own dollar?
Go over to my Cash App when this live is over, and I'm gonna see who blessed me with that $1. I'm gonna see. So I appreciate all of y'all for participating, but I gotta go. I'll see y'all on my next one. Peace.
And finally, it's over. Damn. They need to take accountability that they just not wanted by every man that they want. Oh, and ooh, Empress Ari. I can't wait to hear her story. I can't wait. But anyway, thank y'all for joining me. I'm so sleepy. And I'm working on something. And when I get done with it, y'all will see it. But anyway, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you next time.